Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting session of Pokemon Rebuilders. I am your host, Youngster Groudon, and tonight I am joined by my wonderful friends and players. We have Nyx.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between.
We have Himbo.
Good evening. I'm ready for more shenanigans.
We have Frey.
Battle Cruiser operational.
Of course it is. And we have Strider.
Hello. Sorry, I just got a little thrown by a Frey over there.
That's why I'm always glad to be called before Frey. Frey should really be last to be called, because he always gets us with those.
Like, I love you dearly. You guys are like my dearest friends, but there are just times I have to sit here and I'm like, what?
That was a StarCraft reference to anyone unfamiliar.
Oh man, dude,
That'll do it.
I don't StarCraft anymore.
I myself have never crafted the star.
I crafted the star. Oh my.
I'm more of a 40k person.
Oh, I'm more of a pew pew pew.
But anyways. So, how are we all feeling tonight?
I'm
Ready to go.
Excited for another session.
Fantastic.
play this game too.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Yes.
Maybe let me play this game. Uh-oh.
Alright.
Did you have to say that after a few seconds of silence?
Yes, obviously.
Well, to be fair, my mic doesn't pick up half the crap that I say if I'm not generally, like, talking in character. So, yes, it had to be a thing.
Beautiful. This is why we love you.
Thank you. Sometimes I just say stuff for shock factor. Vector and factor. Two very separate things.
Shock Vector 1. That's an alternative nickname for Psyche, I guess. Or Apollo.
Yes. No, we got Shock Vector 1 and Shock Vector 2. It's like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Thing
So all the
1 or
varying
thing 2.
different Pokemon are the varying different electric type Pokemon in your parties is the varying different shock Vectors.
So I'm being a jerk and I'm like giving my dog shaken dog syndrome by like petting her very aggressively, and she did the best like office slow turn to the camera. Oh, do you want more abuse? Here.
Alright, well, anyway, speaking of... Actually, no. This is probably the opposite of abuse, hopefully, tonight. Are we ready to get started?
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Alright, then. Well, in that case, before we begin, I just want to say that for anyone watching this on Twitch, if you're not following me already, you should definitely do that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you like the video and leave a comment, so that way it'll feed into the algorithm and get these videos out there more and more. And also make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any further adventures from us at the table or any other content that I may put out in the future. Assuming I ever do that again. But enough of my laziness. Let's get to the story, shall we? First, a bit of an introduction.
Hey.
Yes?
We're supposed to like co-op together, so it's kind of on both of us.
We got you, boo.
Okay then. Anyway,
You're doing great. Keep going.
As I was saying, on to an introduction for some people who may be tuning in for the first time. Train of thought losing ass. It has been 100 years since Grand Meteor Delta has struck the Earth and laid waste to society. People and Pokemon have retreated into underground bunkers called Cloysters to survive and wait out the devastation. There, they have waited and planned for the time they would one day re-emerge into the new world. To this end, the Rebuilder Corps was formed, with the purpose of exploring, charting, settling, and rebuilding society in the new world for humans and Pokemon alike. Among them are our heroes, Layla the Survivalist, Jakob the Caretaker, Toshiko the Scientist, Ace the Salvager, and Cece the Tactician. However, as the Cloysters open up to this strange and harsh new world, the rebuilders may find it not as empty as they had initially imagined. Which will bring us over to the recap. Last time on Pokemon Rebuilders, we checked in with Layla to see what she was doing the period of the group's celebration upon their return home. After her shift, she made a quick stop at the graveyard to check in with Brienne's departed parents, and found Triss apparently sleeping on her own folks' grave. From there, she went and grabbed a quick bite of dinner and met up with Jakob and Maroon. And after getting some talking, reconnecting done, they also paid a visit to Maroon, Layla's own departed parent. No, not departed, but Layla's own bedridden and sick parents. And they found that apparently her mom had entered into a coma mysteriously sometime after her departure. From there, our heroes went on to training the next day, and after some shenanigans involving the secret base and Ace, Layla also managed to discover her own heritage, receiving a ring from her mother from Commander Surge that had apparently belonged to the Draconids, Zinnia's own people. From there, our party decided to head out and meet up with the Leafeon tribe, where it seems Harlan Mason is also there, procuring a deal. Thus, we resume our story.
That
Good
made me
enough.
ugly laugh. I'm so proud of you.
Live,
Plot
everybody.
twist. My parents have been ghosts the whole time.
Plot twist, all you see is ghosts. This is now the Sixth Sense.
I hear those unrelated notes you're taking.
I was actually
Plot twist, Layla is the only person inside of this cloister.
Oh my god.
Only survivor.
Anyway, let's see.
You know we won when Beckett gets that annoyed tone with us.
Daddy's Maddie.
Yo!
I can boot
I hate
you.
it. You said
But
boost
will
or
you?
boop? Will you do it harder?
So we open back up to the Leafeon Shrine, where our heroes have met up with Harlan Mason talking with Oleander, who has just proposed the idea of Red Cloyster getting its own Totem Pokemon.
Strives to listen very intently.
What are you saying, young man? I'm saying that if Red Cloyster had its own Totem Pokemon, that would be a great boon to our own people, as well as a boon to your own resources as well. And it may even give us the edge we need to turn the tides of this conflict. Young man, while I can appreciate your intent here, Totem Pokemon are not weapons of war. They are guardians of our people. Of course, I didn't mean to imply anything of the sort. That said, our people will need some more protecting, and if we could have our own Totem Pokemon. Even so, it is not simply something that can be given or bestowed upon a Pokemon either. So then how exactly do Totem Pokemon work? It is complicated and mysterious, to say the least. Well, how did your people first come across your own Totem Pokemon, and how long have they been around? Sorry, I don't mean to be prying into something so sensitive or sacred. It is a very personal and sacred matter to the tribe, but you have proven to be our allies, so perhaps we can share some of our history with you.
Toshi definitely perks up at that.
The fact of the matter is that Totem Pokemon are, well, it's hard to explain to outsiders and old worlders. Try us. We've been through more than our fair share of strange things. Very well. As we understand it, the Totem Pokemon are essentially chosen and blessed with a special energy from the sky that alters them, increasing their size and bolstering their capabilities to those beyond them of their normal kin. And bestowing upon them a great power. Chosen and blessed from the sky? That is what our people have said since the beginning of our tribe.
I've definitely felt different forms of energy as we've been exploring throughout the world, and trying to understand the origins of these energies is complicated.
Is this something that occurs in specific places, or can it happen anywhere?
Well, I felt the connection with each of the totem Pokemon. They have an energy around them, but I don't know more than I've experienced.
It's difficult to say. There are certainly Totem Pokemon all across the region at the very least. We know this from our own communications with some of our other brothers across the region, and through the word traveled by the Vaporeon tribe. However, the exact process has never been witnessed by anyone currently living in our societies. And the Totem Pokemon, have they ever passed on or left their duties to their own offspring? As far as I know, we've had the same Totem Pokemon throughout our people's history, though it hasn't exactly been a relatively long history, less than 100 years. Still, that's definitely longer than the lifespan of most Pokemon. Perhaps, but also one must remember that these energies have greatly altered the biology of these Pokemon. It has possibly even enhanced their lifespan far longer than ever, than any of their normal counterparts. Have Have any totem Pokemon, to your knowledge, ever tried to... or have they ever successfully bred? Yes. But... none of their offspring have yet to manifest any of the abilities that their progenitor has. I see. Hey, didn't Guru Vara say something about the origins of Totem Pokemon?
He said a lot of things.
If he did, Toshi probably perks up, and Alex doesn't remember, but Toshi might, if that was something that Guru Vara shared.
Pretty sure it was. I think I remember him basically saying something about them being tied to the ultra wormholes or something. And the ultra energy?
We did encounter that one Ultra Beast.
They were originally localized in the Alola region.
Layla's gonna turn to Oleander. Have you seen any other strange-looking creatures? Maybe they're Pokemon, but just, I don't know, different? Like you've never seen them before, they're not in your historical records or whatnot.
You mean like that wiry sparking creature from not long ago?
Exactly.
I've heard tales of these strange beasts from the Vaporeon tribe, but I'd assumed that it was simply, how do you put it, big fish stories? At least until seeing that thing.
Well, that is certainly not just a big fish.
I'd hardly call it a fish at all, and I would know.
So, have there been any ones like Zerkatry?
This Zerkatry, as you call it, was the first instance of anything like it that we'd seen in this city. Although, perhaps, and this is purely speculation on my part, perhaps the Empire had had more encounters with them considering their stronghold over most of the rest of the city. Otherwise, you could maybe ask the Vaporeon tribe about their own encounters.
We're gonna go see your favorite person, AJ.
Oh, joy. Maybe he might not be there.
If only you were so lucky.
I mean, I am still feeling really, really sore.
Oleander.
Hmm?
Have any of your people succumbed to... there's a nightmarish creature that can plague people with nightmares, sometimes even like rendering them into comas. Does that sort of thing sound at all familiar to you?
The ghost Pokemon can sometimes bring unpleasant dreams and slumbering distress to our people, but it's never been anything permanent, though it has left them rather drained and tired and sometimes traumatized in more extreme instances.
I might be able to help with that. I'm trying to figure out a way to proof a zone from that ghostly energy. Would you mind if I tried here?
Any assistance to our defenses against the ghost would be greatly appreciated. Then perhaps I might offer a proposal in exchange. If you allow us to study your Totem Pokemon, Totem Leafeon, we could learn all we can about it to see if we can understand and recreate the process of Totem Pokemon for ourselves. I'm not certain. Understand that we don't mean it any harm, obviously. You've been our allies, and we would be fools and heartless to encroach upon one of our most beloved friends and valued lines of defense. However, if we could understand them, we may be able to find a way to aid them. None of the procedures would be painful or invasive. Toshiko.
Yes.
That was him calling to you in character.
Oh, yes?
You work with Pokemon in the lab, don't you?
I do.
Perhaps you could put our friend at ease regarding the process of analysis.
Would it be me doing the analysis, or would you want someone else? I've, on my journey on the surface, discovered my ability to mentally bond with Pokemon. There might be something that Totem Leafeon could share with me that we wouldn't be able to learn from any other scanners or anything.
He's going to sort of like widen into his eyes and nod at that. Not exactly what I was getting at, but certainly not an unwelcome addition. I more meant that you could just explain to him the process and how it wouldn't be invasive or painful or anything like that. You know, collecting samples or just taking some bioscans, collecting that sort of data.
Out of character, does Toshi have the equipment on her as part of her Poke Gear to, like, scan Pokemon? Like, she's have to, right? With her Poke Psychologist, where she can just take a standard action to identify information about Pokemon. Is that based on her expertise, or is that part of a tool that she has?
I would imagine that a lot of that particularly would be Poke Psychoanalysis, but, like, I could also see you having, like, just some, like, basic scientific analytical gear as well as part of your whole Poke Gear Rebuilders thing.
All right, then Toshi will let out Cumulonimbus, who probably flaps up and lands on her head. And she will pull out her Poke Gear and press a couple buttons, and as a little zzz thing like scans over Q as she's looking up above her head, and taps a couple more buttons to pull a little readout to display it in the air.
Liana and Oleander are going to stare in surprise at your device. Remarkable. Old Road Craft is certainly quite the spectacle.
It's got a little projector, and she points to her wrist, that can display hard light images. Well, not hard light. It's not. You can't. She waves her hand through it. It's just an image. But yeah, there are a lot of tools that we use that can help people and do various things. And these tools that we have allow us to check the health of a Pokemon, even if we can't, like, see. Well, if somebody's got like a broken arm or something,
You'll suddenly feel like a sort of like semi-warm breeze, sort of like brushing against the back of your head, as you also just hear the like deep yet subtle sniffing sounds of Totem Leafeon as it creeps behind you and starts investigating Q.
Toshiko giggles a little. And she turns towards Totem Leafeon and offers a channel. Hailing frequencies on.
Alright, Totem Leafeon will accept.
And so Totem Leafeon is channeled with Toshi and with Q as she is sniffing and getting a glimpse of us as we get a glimpse of her.
Totem Leafeon is mostly curious and intrigued.
Toshi is still a little awestruck because, Totem Pokemon are cool.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be okay if we just took a little scan just to maybe see if we can figure out why you're different and how that works?
Totem Leafeon will tilt her head a little bit. Roll me Poke Psychology for charm.
$21.
Alright. As it reads your aura and your heart as you share it, she will lie down in a sort of docile pose.
Toshiko will hold up her wrist and tap a couple buttons on her Pokegear.
Alright. So, roll me Pokemon education for the sake of analysis. Alright. So yeah, indeed, it seems that Totem Leafeon radiates a strange energy that makes getting some of the readings a bit,
There's interference.
yeah. And it makes getting the readings a bit awkward and sort of like fluctuates them a bit.
Okay. I'll spend a little time trying to fine-tune the dials to try and get a more accurate read. But it may not be possible.
Roll me technology education.
Oof. Not my strongest suit.
Yeah, anytime you think that you've got them calibrated, they change again.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Toshiko?
Just the readings. It's there's so much data here to explore. There's so much to learn. There's so much we don't know. And Toshi is just like taking like screenshots of each data input as it comes in or whatever to like note the differences and make a log of it.
And so Maroon is just gonna sort of like chime in. Okay, so kind of a new girl here. Can anyone tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lots of technobabble. I don't get it either.
Well, I more mean with, like, this giant Pokemon and this,
Something in the sky makes certain Pokemon turn very large and powerful, and they become a focus for certain different tribal groups.
They have, because of the power they were given, they were able to save some of the people on the surface. Like Oleander and his tribe, none of them came from a cloister. They were all here the entire time, protected by their Pokemon.
Whoa. I can't even begin to imagine what that's like, but I guess it's kind of like that Oranguru back in Saffron?
Toshi nods.
Exactly like him.
With Leafeon's permission, I would like to be petting the Totem Leafeon.
Charm.
Can I get a +1 because we have already been made friends before?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Ooh, very nice.
Thank you.
Alright, cool, yeah. She will purr as you stroke her warm, leafy, grassy fur.
That makes Ace feel a little bit better, even though he's still in pain from his own stupidity.
You will also feel your pain begin to, numb as Leafeon channels its healing energies into you as you pet it.
Yes, my angel. Heal me.
It secretes fresh opium, much like any plant-based creature can.
I knew
Yeah.
it.
Poppies!
Yep, little known fact. Eevees and Leafeons are based on poppy.
No, that's just like a Galarian parasect that's just an opium pod with legs.
Oh my god, that's dark.
But
They have a lot of problems
really
over
fucking
there.
cool.
What did you get instead of a tiny mushroom today? Some of that sweet tar.
Definitely. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to get this off my... Thank you.
Well, for comedy's sake, I'm going to have to nominate Gil to be our totem Pokemon, but otherwise I don't know where we would begin.
Well, first we're gonna see if it's even possible to recreate the process.
Have any new... When's the last time a new totem Pokemon was created, to your knowledge?
We've never witnessed any sort of creation or birth of totem Pokemon. They've just found us since our tribes began and have been protecting us since.
So it could have been a one-time event, we have no idea.
Totem Pokemon seem to be channeling energy from elsewhere. This totem energy, if we want a Pokemon of our own to have that totem energy, we'd need to identify where it came from.
Think about it. Not every totem Pokemon has people. Think about the Magikarp we met along the way.
I have
Seeking.
an idea.
Seeking.
Totem Seeking,
I said
yeah.
seeking. I did not mean to talk.
Totem Magikarp would already be my choice if that was available, so...
You know what? It used Splash, and this time it was very effective.
No, because eventually it's going to be Totem Mega Gyarados, which is a Digimon which will annihilate anything.
Can that be a thing? Can that be our totem?
Oh my god.
Totem Mega Gyarados is definitely some Digimon name shit. Anyway, Jakob is going to kind of approach up behind Toshi, holding his Pokegear, looking a little confused for a moment. Do you think maybe Poke would have a better chance of scanning and seeing if they can find anything? Maybe I transfer them to your Pokegear and let you use your magic.
Pope would certainly know better than I how to use these tools to fine-tune the dials, maybe?
Pope will leap out of his Pokeball.
Toshi smiles, channels, and holds up her Pokegear, offering it towards Pope.
heavens! What sort of Pokemon is that?
That's a duck.
A duck? Like the Psyduck? I suppose it looks kind of like it, but perhaps it's some variation?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
It's a Porygon. It's a digital duck.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Ah, this must be one of the Pokemon of Old World legend. One that lived within the electronic devices.
Precisely.
Yes, in fact, I'm gonna see if Pope will then just pop inside of the Pokegear that Toshi has.
Alright,
They have wired, so they'll have to physically touch it, but then otherwise, if Toshi permits, then they can just pop right in.
yeah. If Toshi permits it, then yeah, it'll just digitize itself right into Toshi's, Poke.
Yeah, she's holding out her arm, offering.
Pokegear. Wow, where did it go?
Toshi points down at her arm at the Pokegear.
Fascinating.
It's going to load the Porygon 2.0 operating system. It's just the same as your operating system, but the aesthetics are hella vaporwave.
So, as Porygon starts interacting with the fluctuating data being affected by the totem energy,
Can we roll Porygon's tech education?
you may, but regardless, Toshiko, you're going to start to feel your Pokegear growing, like, hot. Like, iPhone battery after being overtaxed hot.
Okay, Pope, we can't stay in there too long.
No, hold on.
Jakob, you don't want to destroy the gear.
I hand Toshiko an oven mitt.
Oh my goodness.
That'll help my hand, not the technology?
I don't know.
Ace, or anyone,
Hi.
roll me tech education.
I got you. This is why I'm here.
You can have it. I will not be of help.
It's a terrible roll.
It's actually not.
I'm gonna roll my tech education to prove a point.
You're
Half
right.
is good. Cool. So, relatively, that's a mediocre roll for you, Ace. Objectively, though, that's, like, baseline pretty good. So, yeah, Ace and Toshiko, you were both able to tell that, while the heat is definitely causing the Pokegear to be somewhat overtaxed, it's not gonna overall damage it, but Jakob's Ovenment might actually be a good idea because it could eventually create some discomfort and, worst case scenario, some like possibly even first degree burns.
Toshiko will go ahead and take off her Pokegear and put on the oven mitt and pick the Pokegear back up.
Yep.
Do we have any bits of scrap or anything that I can
However,
use to make a makeshift fan, like a little itty bitty one?
yes, you have Leafeon leaves.
Excellent. I will.
Must we hold
like
a
to-
cold, refreshing beverage against it?
That could
I
also
would
work.
like-
What if you had Bobo just like, gently breathe on it?
No. See, this is what I'm gonna do. With the Leafeon leaves, I'm gonna make what looks like an oscillating fan, but instead of like something that you plug in, that's what Bobo is for. Because Bobo was out to meet the totem Pokemon, and she's gonna gently blow on making at least it circulate better,
That's fucking
it's not
adorable.
not just like straight ice. So it's like a little pinwheel, making it a little cooler.
A little overly complicated than what I have in mind, but I like the ingenuity, so make me a technology education roll.
That's much better.
Alright, yeah, you're able to put it together.
All right, I'm going to then look at Bobo and say, okay, blow on that, and your little cold air will make that thing cold too.
Command roll.
Okay. That was a baby!
Oh no!
I
No.
literally cannot do any worse.
So yeah, so Bobo's gonna look at you, just for like a second,
Eat it.
tilts its head, and it's just gonna run over to the other side of the room.
No, Bobo! 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 Get back here! Bobo,
Alright,
Do you need some help?
can you speak baby?
Layla's gonna whistle for Bobo to come.
roll command. Okay. Bobo will stop in its tracks and it will start to sort of like make its way back over.
Wow.
Whistling usually helps.
I don't like to whistle. Oh, damn. Sorry, my dog made a noise. I don't like to whistle. Since last time I did that, Eris growled at me.
So you make different. So you make different kinds of whistles.
Well, normally when I tell Eris to come, she comes over. So, I guess
For
I can
Eris,
whistle
yeah.
with the others.
For Eris, yeah. Just play with it and see what works.
Okay, now take two, Bobo.
Alright.
You're a baby. You got this.
Roll
Okay.
command.
Oh, first of all, Ace is going to blow on the thing, so she understands that's what he wants her to do.
With Layla's earlier command, could you allow that as an assist?
I would
God.
love the assistance.
I'll allow the assist.
And so that's a +2, which means it'll be 5. I don't think that'll help, though.
Okay, so you show it what to do, it looks to you, sort of looks away, looks back over at Layla, sort of like winces a little bit, and then it goes and blows on the fan and it starts to work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bobo. Thank you. So lucky he's adorable.
Yeah. You certainly encountered some interesting Pokemon on your journey.
We've made a lot of friends.
Very cute ones, too. She says, going over to, Liana says, going over to interact with, Q and, Bobo. She will reach out and, pet Q on the head, and, Q will just sort of, like, lean into it, shutting its eyes. It's so soft.
It really likes sitting on heads.
And cleaning things.
And then it'll just take flight and start like flapping and brushing off Liana's outfit and body. Oh my! Oh, it tickles! Stop. My word! What is that thing doing?
It's nature.
Dusting. Getting all the little bits of dirt and dust and grime and just helping make her clean.
Uh-huh. So,
Just like a portable shower.
I'm still looking at that Pokegear.
yeah, so did we get anything else?
So, Porygon is actually managing to stabilize the fluctuations in the data, and sort of in a separate application, notes application basically, it is going to start like auto jotting down like notes and data and readings that it can find best it can and translate them into the local human language.
Beautiful. We love Pope. Pope is great.
I almost made a bad joke. I'm gonna go sit over here in the corner.
And then sometime afterwards, Pope will rematerialize back into the third dimension.
Thank you, Pope. I appreciate all your help. Toshi smiles.
I'm gonna
Well?
keep Pope out and keep them by me for now.
Well, what's it say?
Toshi pulls up the data.
Roll me technology education.
Oh, this is very detailed.
This is amazing and extraordinary. It's so intricate and detailed and complicated, and this is not your field of study.
I would need
If this
time
were
to
plants,
tell
you'd
you
be on
any
top
of
of
this.
this.
I would need some time to parse this data. It's a lot.
You may also need a few more master's degrees.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll hand this off to Dudley.
Yeah, I
Ace.
imagine he's still in the cloister somewhere.
Ace, would you like to try taking a look at the data?
Absolutely.
You're kind of an engineering type. Maybe you have an idea about this.
Toshi offers it up.
You have no idea about this.
And I look at it and I have that face I'm nodding and it looks like I actually understand, and I'm going to say in the most serious voice, you guys understand that I've never went to a public school before, right? This is all just numbers to me.
Honestly, I'm surprised you even took it.
I wanted to see the pretty numbers.
There it is. All right.
Yeah. It's like that one. It's like that one joke from Gravity Falls. Hang on. Yeah, it's like, look, I've been around technology. Okay, whatever it is, I'll understand. There is nothing about this I understand.
Ace knows where his fields are. That's not it. He ain't building anything there.
We Socrates here. I know that I know nothing.
Well,
Exactly.
all right. So we can easily get this data back to the cloister, and we can find somebody to translate it.
Why do you have to say that so meanly, Layla?
I don't mean to be mean. I'm just surprised that
yet?
none of us. We both
I-
know the answer to that one,
I
but
don't think anyone around has even seen this kind of data before necessarily. We may not find anyone who understands this.
it's worth a shot. At
We
least they
should
can
try.
At least we can interpret the data into something that one of us can understand.
Maybe some of the old world records might have something. You said the Totem Pokemon were originally from Alola, right? Maybe if we look into some Alolan records, they might have some ideas about this.
It's worth a shot.
How long is it to Alola by Tropius?
A long fucking way.
A long way. Okay, go. Right. So back to the cloister, or
I saw what you did, and
Or-
I hate you, but
back to the cloister, or enjoy some relaxation time.
well, we wanted to check out the other tribes, like the Vaporeon. I think someone wanted to look at the Vaporeon tribe, and also check out the Manectric tribe if we can. Is the Manectric tribe still around?
They are still within the city, last I had heard.
Do you know where roundabouts?
Well, that's gonna be changing with, well, the storm. They follow the lightning, you know?
Because of course it is. Well, if we find them, we find them. If we don't, they don't. But hey,
Maybe the
Harlan,
Yeah?
isn't Joshua up here with you somehow?
Joshua?
Joshua Daniels, the other member of your team?
No, I know. I'm just thinking. If he's anywhere, he's either gonna be with the Jolteon tribe or the Vaporeon tribe.
Wouldn't hurt to at least say hi to each of them.
Indeed. In any case, I believe that I've done all that I can do here. With some help from you guys, so thank you for your assistance. And thank you, Oleander, Liana, Totem Leafeon, for your cooperation. I will say, young man, I am still rather wary of this process that you propose. It's understandable, and I'll take full responsibility if anything happens. But I doubt any harm will come to anyone throughout any of this.
Would it ease your mind if we said that we could vouch for him?
Roll command.
I am much better at command than charm.
Alright. Oleander will hesitate for a few seconds before taking a deep breath and exhaling. You have all been good to us so far, and I have no reason to doubt your word. And if you do believe that this will help us in the long run, then I have no reason to distrust you.
He's one of the good ones. In fact, if his team hadn't run afoul of the Shiftry tribe, he probably would have met him instead of us.
Wait, the Shiftry tribe?
Shiftry and Superior, the Floral Empire. There's two separate tribes. United, sort of. They seem mostly allied, though not sharing completely on all perspectives.
There's a lot we need to talk about on the way to... Which one's closer, Vaporeon or Jolteon?
Probably Jolteon.
Yeah, from here, Jolteon.
Yeah, there's a lot about these tribes that we gotta tell you about. We'll tell you on the way.
There are a lot more powers in the city and power dynamics between them.
So I guess that means not all tribes are all, like, good guys and, good vibes?
Life's more complicated than that.
Ugh, think about that guy.
The way that I see it, they're a reflection of their totem.
No, because Vaporeon is an amazing creature, and that thing is not.
Titus isn't that bad. He's just a bit eccentric.
We never even met Totem Vaporeon. They were elsewhere when we were there.
But that doesn't matter. I'm just saying, Vaporeon in general is great, and Cece, don't defend somebody like him.
Alright, we're gonna go visit your sister tribe. Thank you so much for everything that you have done. And hopefully it won't be too soon until we meet again.
I'll head back to the Cloyster with the data that Toshiko collected and give a report.
Let us know if anybody gets, like, really plagued by nightmares. We might be able to help.
Duly noted.
Oh, I was gonna try the ghost thing here.
Toshi, why don't you try that? Harlan, I'd like to talk to you for a bit before you go.
He stops just at the doorway.
In private, if you don't mind.
Right. Private.
Very well. Rune, get out of here. Okay, Brian, you can come. What's up?
So, I realize that your team is rather divided as of late. I see you, Ace.
Alright,
Can I
yeah.
roll a perception to see if HK is...
Ace roll stealth, Layla roll perception.
What is the terrain here?
Grassland and urban.
I'm not even trying to be sneaky.
Yeah, Ace, you stick out like Eevee's tail.
That's fair.
Layla's not going to dissuade him. In fact, she's gonna let him listen.
Excellent.
Like, she'll give a look, acknowledging that he's there.
And a little shit.
And no, not even that. It's almost like she expected him to eavesdrop.
Maybe AJ will finally be able to learn something about revealing their emotions.
You know he won't.
I'm gonna do that wave like from Forrest Gump, like the hi. Yeah, let me see if I can put it on a Discord at least.
Yeah. So yeah. Brienne, easy. Listen. It's about Triss.
He's gonna have sort of a grim look as you mentioned Triss.
There it is.
Yeah. She's been acting different lately. I don't know.
So I've heard. Like, how different was she after you guys came back from the SDO? Like, when the hell did this all start?
She wasn't like this for quite some time. Even after the SDO and after the shock of what happened had passed, she seemed to be recovering okay. Granted, she took our defeat harder than most of us, but, well, you know her. This, though, she doesn't normally let things like this get to her like this. This just kind of happened sometime after you left for Saffron City.
Did she start acting this way before or after we started receiving reports from Saffron?
I think sometime a little after.
Fuck. Have you read those reports?
I have.
And?
And what? Saffron does things their way, we do them ours.
You have no opinion on how Saffron runs its operations.
Never been there. Can't say I've seen it.
Let's just say that we wish that we could have allied with the Yellow Cloister Rebuilders, not whatever the hell Spectrum is.
Fair enough. In any case, whatever merit Spectrum possesses, I will say that it is, well, it's not exactly protocol to be relying on such an outside organization for the sake of rebuilding our own society.
Yeah, well, Triss seems dead set on it. And honestly, I think it's working to her detriment.
I'm inclined to agree. Well, I can certainly see the appeal of Spectrum given their apparent history and their resources. At the same time, they were able to win under their circumstances because their city was, well, under different conditions. And so just because they were able to clear things out there doesn't necessarily mean that their tactics will work over here. The Floral Empire is... it's bigger, smarter, and more dangerous than just some local, alienated wild Pokemon.
They're a bit more than that, but you do bring up a good point. There weren't any tribes like that anywhere near Saffron. They have no idea what they're getting into.
Normally I would trust Triss to be more aware of that sort of thing. She may have been a more aggressive sort, but she still fought smart. That's how she got where she was. Something's gotten into her. Some strange fear. Some unrest. I don't know.
Layla's gonna suddenly perk up. This is gonna sound odd, but do you have any idea how she's sleeping? Like, has she been sleeping okay? Does she look like she's been sleeping?
I mean, oftentimes I find that she's been passing out at her folks' at her folks' resting place.
Yeah, I saw her there yesterday. Do you know if she's been having nightmares?
If she has, she hasn't been talking about it.
Any advice?
He sort of just shrugs. Honestly, I made it a point not to get too involved in my teammates' personal lives. I can't pretend to understand what they're going through or what their problems are, any more than they can understand me.
Even so, you have to be at least somewhat concerned about her.
Of course I am, but I also know that I can't do anything to help her. That's not my area of expertise. I've tried talking to her best I could, but this is something that's a bit beyond me, and she's made it clear that she doesn't want me crossing that boundary.
Ace is going to notice that there's like this look on Layla that as he can see gears forming into her head, and then he'll see a look on her face like she just realized something, and then she'll look to Harper and say,
Harlan.
No, Harlan. I'm still thinking of werewolf. She'll look to Harlan and say, thanks. Hopefully it helps.
I really hope that you can help her out. I do wish that I could have done more. Can I tell you a secret?
I suppose.
The truth is, despite my despite my gift of wordplay and poetry and talking to people, I'm not really much of a people person. I can get ideas across, I can pitch things and I can sell things. But when it comes to actually understanding people and associating with them, it's a bit harder for me.
No.
I feel like I'm getting into a place that I have no business being too close. I feel like I don't want to influence them in a way they didn't ask for. So I keep something of a distance. But I'm also seeing that that's made relationships with my team a bit more I guess not necessarily awkward, but distant.
If there's one thing I've learned, you're friends. You're gonna influence each other no matter what. But if that didn't happen, you wouldn't be friends in the first place.
You think it's really okay to get close to someone when their lives are on the line every day we do this?
If anything, that makes it more worth it. That's more of a reason to get close to them. Lets you know that they can trust you, and you can trust them.
Roll command.
Oh man, I was kind of hoping that as she did that, she would kind of like put a hand on Brienne to assure, and hope that I could get like an assistant command for Brienne, but not that I need it.
Nah, that's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, that's still not bad.
I mean, I'll allow you to do the action, you just wouldn't get the bonus.
That's fair.
And Brienne would look up at you and smile and give a sort of like contented grunt. As you say that, Harlan will sort of look surprised. And he'll hold his chin for a moment in thought, and he'll just sort of like grin as he holds his hat briefly. Maybe you're right. Maybe I have been looking at this a little too professionally. They're not just my teammates and associates. They're my comrades. Perhaps I should start acting like it.
And say talk to Dana. Maybe she can help you get a start. Or maybe Cypress. Cypress is a bit more sociable.
Why not both? Thanks, Layla.
You too, Harvard.
Maybe I might even try talking to Triss again. See if I can't actually, give an opinion.
Let's hope it helps.
Well, one way to find out. Is there anything else before I go?
No, that's pretty much it.
In that case, say hi to Joshua for me if you see him. I'm heading back to base.
Layla will kind of give him a salute. And then as he leaves, her face will turn grim. As she heads back, she'll kind of stop by Ace.
Do you feel better?
A little bit. But also unsettled.
Go on.
Remember the nightmare that I said that I had?
Yeah.
Triss was in it. And so was the Hierophant. He said that the darkness has consumed her. Do you think that maybe Darkrai got to her?
Maybe somebody who doesn't really have a connection with her could try talking to her. You know? No bad blood.
Is this you offering?
I mean, I have no connection to her, but if it will make you feel better even for a moment, I can fit it into my very busy schedule.
And I know how difficult that's going to be. But I think Triss needs... I think Triss needs to know that there are people who are concerned and willing to talk to her.
I'll try to scope it out for you.
Let me know how it goes.
I'll let you know as soon as I know. Take a nap while you're at it.
Believe me, I'm trying.
Do I need to get some of my mom's, like, tea again?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll send her a message and let her know.
Thanks. Alright, let's head out. Toshi, you done with your little cleanse experiment?
That's a question.
What are you doing, you little weirdo?
So if Toshi's trying to ghost-proof an area,
That wasn't to you, Frey. I'm so sorry.
No, I wasn't. It's cool. The idea I had was using multiple cleanse tags and, like, arranging them in a pattern and trying to focus Toshi's will into it while feeling that energy of ghost-type Pokemon and trying to project the inverse, the way that she's, like, infusing her will into the cleanse tag themselves and trying to use a pattern of them, like maybe 5 of them in, like, a star shape with, like, one of the repel ones right in the middle, to try and do a ritual to purify an area.
I mean, the cleanse tags will basically just either work or they won't, but if they're cleanse tags, they should work at repelling ghosts.
Right, but the cleanse tags have their own mechanics, and if Toshi's trying to, like, ghost-proof an area on a more permanent basis, then she needs to do a more involved process with it, and so she's just experimenting with doing more to try and have a greater effect.
Alright, hang on. I'm not exactly sure how you would, like, bolster the power of these cleanse tags to, like, permanently de-ghost an area, or if that's even a thing.
Yeah, like, it's not... There's not a thing in the rules as written, but the objective that Surge gave to Toshi was to try and figure out a way to make certain areas, like, safe. And so, like, if this one doesn't do, that's reasonable. She's experimenting. But I'd like to talk with you later about potential things that could be possible because of Toshi's connection with the, like, energies of the planet or something.
Alright. I mean, we'll see. But for
Yep.
now, like, just applying the tags into, like, a perimeter would be a pretty good ward.
Cool.
That said,
I'll make some occult education rolls then.
Yep, I was just about to say.
I don't know how many you want me to make.
Depends on how many tags are being created.
I said 5 plus 1, so let's do... Like, she's using 6 tags to try and make this a big thing.
Cool. Then yeah, make 6 occult rolls.
I got really scared that one of them would go into single digits for a minute.
Six rolls.
Yep. Alright. So looks like the lowest you got is 12, and that's still really damn good in terms of power level.
Cool.
So yeah, so as far as you know, the weakest point of this perimeter would probably require, like, Giratina itself to, like, stomp through that specific area in order to even get within a sector of this perimeter.
Okay. I think that should help with some of your ghost problems.
That or a Pokemon with a ghost Pokemon with a really good focus skill check, but even then.
Like, it's hard to know. I haven't really done anything like this on this scale to say how long it will work, but...
Fret not, Toshiko. Every little bit that you can contribute has helped us. We appreciate your efforts, and anything, and like Oleander said, anything helps. And even if some get through, we'll be able to fight them off.
Toshi smiles.
That you've even made it that much harder for them is more than enough of a boon to us. And to Totem Leafeon. And Totem Leafeon will nuzzle you.
It's the best.
Yep.
Her energy is so great. And healing and lovely.
It is a little hard not to be knocked over, though, because of its sheer size, but it's being gentle.
Oh yeah, but it was the last time we spent the night with Totem Leafeon that Toshiko awakened her channeling powers, so she definitely feels a deep connection with Totem Leafeon and gives a lovely hug back before we head out to Vaporeon Tribe.
I thought you said Jolteon Tribe was next.
Jolteon Tribe. Wherever we're going. I don't know. Toshi follows. Layla's... I'm not in charge. Don't talk to me.
Alright, so y'all heading out to Jolteon territory.
I would love to see the day that Toshi is in charge. That day will be chaotic as all good.
You know what? I kind of want to see it now.
Because if it's anybody, like, any two who should not be in charge, it is Toshi and Ace, because Jakob can do it, Layla can do it, and Cece can do it, but us two? Mm-mm. We're the chaotic, we're the chaotic gnomes running around with the party.
I have my own area of expertise, and when I am out of my wheelhouse, I am less good at things.
Feel you.
Alright. Anyway, so you will eventually arrive at the Vermilion Gym, which is acting as the Jolteon tribe's shrine. And there you will see...
2 Totem Jolteon.
Nope. 1 Totem Jolteon and 1 regular Jolteon. The Totem Jolteon standing beside the tribe leader. Shakira, that's right.
Shakira.
And the ambassador, Joel.
Good old Joel.
Hey. Wanna hurt you, but I'm trying to get my leg all comfortable.
So
And
y'all can
you're
place
just-
yourselves wherever along this edge here. Let's get Cece up here. And Maroon out here. It's a bit tall. There we go.
so tiny.
All right. The two will smile at your approach. It seems you were right. We did have more company. Hey! Long time no see, you guys. It's me, Joel, remember? We had a battle, and I brought you guys to the shrine. Of course we remember you, Joel.
Nice to see you.
It's good to see you guys are still in good health. I heard your journey was very long and treacherous. Good health is, maybe a bit of a stretch, but we're definitely still alive and we're in the process of recovering. Well, if there's anything that we can do to help, know that you have our support.
Thank you, Joel.
Joel!
And there is Shakira. I would like to greet Shakira.
Welcome back, Ace. Fireteam Charizard. It is good to see you again. And you have a new visitor with you as well. Hey, I'm Maroon. I'm new here. I'm from Saffron. And they don't really have Pokemon tribes there, so this is all a bit new to me. I mean, it's cool though. This is all really cool. I am glad to see that you find our ways cool. Oh, hey, big guy. How's it going? And Totem Jolteon's gonna start like circling her and analyzing her as prickles like spiking and bristling. Is this good or that is to be determined?
Just don't move.
Sure. And then Jolteon is going to sort of like rear up and place its front paws on Maroon's shoulders and then lean in and then just give her a big old kiss.
Is it like a static kiss?
A bit.
Oh no.
Oh, that tingles. Jolt! Totem Jolteon has judged that your heart is pure and true. You are a welcome guest here in our home. Thank you. It's an honor to be here. Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Joel, the ambassador of the Jolteon tribe. Ambassador?
Like
Yes.
Liana was for the Leafeon tribe.
It is the role of the ambassadors to reach out to other tribes and other peoples to negotiate relations. I see. Cool. Well, thanks for having me. Any friend of the fire teams is a friend of ours. So what brings you here? Or is this simply just a social visit?
Why can't it be both?
Oh, have any of your... So there's this Pokemon that can create like really bad nightmares, and like enough to send people into comas and stuff. So if any of your people have been plagued by nightmares, we might be able to help. Was the main reason I think we were visiting. Just there is a danger. We don't know if it has affected you or not.
I see. Thank you for this warning. Well, as far as I know, none of our people have suffered any sort of nightmares or anything like that yet. Thankfully, but we'll be keeping an eye out. What sort of symptoms should we be looking for?
Toshi tells them the nightmares, like bad, lots of possibly the complaining, and then the stop, and then you're just like not even responding anymore. They're just catatonic, sort of stuff.
What a grim prospect, indeed. It is fortunate that your Professor Cypress did not suffer such horrid night terrors during her stay here.
Yeah, ghost types can do certain types of nightmares, but the Pokemon that has come to Vermilion somewhere can do much worse.
You would think that the Guardian would be less allowing of such a evil force.
Guardian like the totem?
Even above them. The Thunderbird.
Oh, that one.
We may all engage in a constant struggle for their favor, but any opponent would definitely incur its wrath. I wonder perhaps if the Floral Empire is suffering such nightmares, though. That actually reminds me. I've recently had a non-confrontational incident with a member of their Centurions.
Oh?
A fellow by the name of Gathago. It's a bit brash, but not entirely unagreeable. He spoke not unfondly of your team. Seems
That's
your
all thanks.
influence is reaching.
It's all thanks to this guy, she says, pointing to Jakob.
I don't know about that. I thank you.
He also speaks of another threat that looms at our very borders. A group of bandits dressed in red, bearing the mark of a black S.
Team
Team Satellite?
Yes, I believe he called them that.
Yeah, they're not fun.
They're not good at all.
They're able to take away people's Pokemon.
Any Pokemon that are not protected by the energy of a totem Pokemon.
Yes. He mentioned that they were intent on swiping his Pokemon, and had you not shown up, they likely would have succeeded. Perhaps this common foe may be just what we need to end this conflict. At least for a time. What, you want to, like, invite Team Satellite here to prove a point? That seems a little reckless.
That's not what she's suggesting at all.
That's actually Joel. Joel was actually talking.
That's not what's... Oh, either way, that's not what's being suggested at all.
Indeed. Rather, it sounds like they will be here regardless. And if they arrive here, and if they start causing trouble, that may be their undoing. It may give us a odd, but still rare chance at a truce at the very least.
Perhaps.
Common enemies are a great way to find new friends.
Sorry, I don't mean to sound like that girl or anything. I guess I'm a little confused. Like, the world is already harsh enough, and the city is, well, it's not exactly a paradise environment, with all due respect. And yet, even the tribes who have been surviving on the surface are engaging in these petty conflicts over what? I thought Pokemon were able to, like, get along and stuff.
When you think about it, it's kind of similar to how Pokemon fight over territory. It's kind of a natural thing that they do.
Differences in philosophy, incompatible worldviews.
The superior tribe also comes from a troubling past. They remember humanity and its many blights against nature and the planet in favor of their own progress and greed. And it seems that this totem superior, perhaps, has taken that rather personally, and with the reemergence of the old world especially, its hatred of anything organic and, well, non-plant-based has been, well, aggravated even more.
Well, there are certainly some old worlders who justify such opinions.
But as you've pointed out, Toshi, not all of them.
And as for the Shifttree tribe, they are also protectors of nature, as Shifttree is naturally a forest guardian Pokemon. However, they did not take kindly initially to the grandstanding and prestige of the superior tribe, but when things escalated after Red Cloyster emerged, they decided that a partnership would be necessary in order to achieve both their goals. Though even that shows signs of, well, instability. Jules.
That's actually really useful information.
So, like, have you guys ever met this Totem Superior, or... The Old Worlders have not even gazed upon Totem Superior, and even doing so for anyone outside their tribe is a rarity, as I understand it. Says Jules.
We've never even truly been invited to really meet and sit with their tribe, let alone to meet their totem. It's many steps ahead of where we are.
The same goes for Totem Shifttree, only it's less about prestige and worthiness and more simply about Shifttree being a naturally, well, shifty Pokemon. concealing itself in the shadows and hiding away that its enemies will not see it until it is too late.
Either way, it's still useful information. If their allegiance is rocky at best, and if we show them the threats that Team Satellite pulls, maybe we could help them understand at least?
Well, I suppose if anyone could broker any sort of meeting between the tribes, or at least hold some sort of neutral ground, it would be the Vaporeon tribe.
Why them?
Because despite their watery nature, they are some of the biggest suppliers for both sides of for all sides of the city in terms of, commerce, resources, supplies, everything.
Well, we have been wanting to meet with the Vaporeon tribe today.
However, the Vaporeon tribe are also not foolish enough to try and destabilize a good thing they have going. Especially if it means cutting into their, business ventures. So it may take some convincing as well.
Good thing we got our own silver tongue.
And luckily, the ambassador also seems to be more adventurous and will likely be eager to explore this route. If he's not too busy trying to explore other routes.
Layla's gonna, eye Cece a little bit.
I'm also gonna narrow my eyes.
Yep. What?
I'm not saying that we have a potential thing he may be interested in, but he may be more likely to listen to you.
Okay.
That came out really, really weird, and I am sorry.
Hey, awkward language blunders. It's not my fault this time.
I'm glad I could make you feel better about that.
Anyway. Suddenly, Joel is going to sort of, have a look of realization as he says, "My goodness, where are my manners? I've had you standing outside in the rain this whole time. Please, come inside." Assuming that you wish to stay and chat longer.
Out of curiosity, was there a guy by the name of Joshua Daniels that came by here?
Ah, yes, the young rebuilder. He's just inside.
We should see what he's found.
He has come to us with an interesting proposition.
That seems to be the trend. Why not? Let's head inside.
Very well. Right this way. And let's see if I still have the map for this. I should. Yep, there it is.
It's likely gonna have all that stuff on it still.
Oh crap, that's right.
Oh wow, yeah. Because we ended a story arc in this map.
Oh my
boy.
god, look at all those sprites that we used to have.
Yep.
Aw
Goodbye
man,
forever.
This is adorable.
I know, right?
Yeah, I put them all back so you could look at them a little longer.
Be gone.
Bye.
Look how whittled they used to be.
Yeah, I gotta get rid of some map sprites too. There we go.
Also, sorry, I'm back now. I had to.
No worries, no worries.
Oh, you missed the part where we basically said, oh yeah, the sleazy Vaporeon tribe guy is more likely to come along with us because of your girlfriend.
Oh yeah, see, that's why I didn't respond. Sorry. My dog wasn't eating all day, and so I had a sudden idea of how to get her to eat, and it worked.
Oh,
Hooray.
wonderful. Did it work?
It did. She didn't eat all of it, but I don't care because she ate a good portion of it.
Awesome.
That's what
That's
matters
good.
to me.
Something's better than nothing.
Let's get rid of the
Yeah,
bread for
she just
now.
needed a... I forgot that I cook with beef broth and vegetable broth, and so I'm like, oh my god, I might have some beef broth. And so I poured some of that in there, mixed it around, put it in the microwave so it wasn't cold. Happy as
Hooray.
clam.
Good doggo is eating doggo.
Yes, indeed. Now she has left
That's
me.
cannibalism.
Not what
Listen.
I meant.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
Heyo.
All right, everybody is placed. No, AJ's already on the map. I just made them tiny for comedy.
Okay. Well, yes. I hate it, but I love it. I wish that I can manage to, like, resize my own character. That would make me so much happier to resize my Pokemon and characters.
I thought Toshi was the tiny one.
She is. You are actually smaller than me by, like, a little bit.
4'10".
Yes, and then I think it's
Okay.
Cece or me, one of the two. We're relatively close in height.
Cece's a little taller than Ace, I imagine.
She
It's
is.
only because she's older.
So, yeah, so it'd be Toshi, Ace, Cece, Layla Jakob, or Jakob Layla?
Layla Jakob.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make the AT&T line.
And then Maroon's taller.
Holy shit! Resident Evil 7.
8.
Whatever, I can't count.
A giant woman, a giant woman.
Wait, so she's like 6'9"?
She is now.
It's canon.
Basically.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Sorry, mommy.
Mommy?
Mommy? No, not
I
sorry.
just wanna be the guy who gets to see a giant woman.
Himbo has a very specific type.
I think we found it.
Violent?
Oh no, I've known it, and I still find it hilarious every time it, like, casually, accidentally comes up.
Oh, that's not right. I don't have the character sheet for them, I just have the sprite. So, that little tangent aside, you guys will enter the shrine. And as you do, you guys will see Joshua over in the corner, just sort of relaxing and hanging out with
Oh!
with his Pokemon at his side.
I need it.
Mr. Daniels, you can call me Joshua, it's fine. Joshua, your fellow teammates have arrived.
Toshi waves.
He'll look over and he'll smile and wait for you guys. Hey guys, good to see you. Didn't know you got back.
Last night.
I'm gonna whisper to Bobo. One day that could be you. I'm pointing to the Ninetales.
Oh!
What? Oh, okay, who's this little guy? He's white and floofy.
That's Bobo, and he doesn't listen to me at all.
Ninetales?
Careful, it's an ice type.
As Ninetales gets close, Vulpix will actually just sort of start like backing away.
Bobo, come here, sweetie. Come here. I'm going to, whistle.
Command.
Could that technically be an assist because Layla told him to?
No need, he's got it.
Yay!
Ah, finally it listens.
That's a strange looking... Wait a minute. Is that an Alolan Vulpix?
Yeah.
Where did you get an Alolan Vulpix?
In the snow.
What? Where have you been that there's been snow?
We kind of got whisked away elsewhere.
Story.
The shorter answer to that is where haven't we been?
Okay. I know it's a long story, but if you got time, I would love to hear it.
Back at the Cloyster, me and you can have some coffee or something, and we will definitely do that.
I'm gonna look over to Cece real quick to see if Cece heard that. Or maybe Cece thinks he's cute too. I don't know.
I just realized that it sounded like a date when really all it was just him trying to be like friendly and remembering he also falls asleep really easy.
Yeah. Also, for the record, Joshua's is Ace's age, maybe a little younger.
Oh my god.
We could be friends.
Oh,
Up
boy.
here, he's 16 or so.
15-ish.
Oh,
Was he moving towards maroon earlier? Please say he was.
No.
Everybody has the hots for maroon.
Do you understand why though?
She's tall.
Big woman.
It's like Lady Dimitrescu of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Y'all attracted to her size. And
I
not
am
her
not.
personality.
I am not.
Not the only reason, but a good one.
Y'all a bunch of shallow motherfuckers. A lot of y'all.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cool. So,
Wanting to be stepped on and stuff. Weird cake people.
I don't suppose you guys, thought about what I was asking, right? The proposal to analyze the Totem Pokemon. To try and make more for Red Cloyster, yeah.
We were actually just with Oleander and the Leafeon tribe. Harlan was talking about this.
How'd he do?
Layla is gonna look to Toshi and Jakob and just be like, go do your thing.
Well, so the collection of the data itself is harmless. I can, Toshi will, call out, Swablu to land on her head again.
Alright.
Getting put on the spot, she's gonna stick to what she knows.
Wait, why does Swablu need to come out? I'm not objecting, I'm just...
It's just as a demonstration of, I guess I could have scanned Bobo.
Moral support.
That's true. Okay, I get it now.
What?
Having a Swablu on your head is one of the comfiest things ever.
So, we have technology that allows us to look at various information and try and get readings on the energy that the different totem Pokemon are projecting. And I spoke with Totem Leafeon, and we got a lot of information that I don't quite understand, but it's okay. We'll have time to study, but...
And as that explanation goes on, I think it's time that we take our first break.
Yeah.
I keep saying our first break, but it's like our break.
That's actually kind of hilarious, the fact that during this whole explanation is when we're taking our break. It's just Toshi droning on and everybody's
The Jeopardy music starts playing. It's a montage with a clock that's just going, winding too fast in the background.
Ace goes back to Cece and like brings Bobo, and then just it's like, okay, let's just talk or play cards or something. This is gonna be a while.
Toshi is just pointing at charts.
I was originally trying to use, like, you guys, we'll tell you all about the fairy realm, and that would be the excuse for the break, but you guys decided to diverge from that, so I said, okay, plan B. And then I saw this, and I'm like, okay, cool, we'll do this.
Layla and Brianna are just gonna do a fight regimen in the background, like, just do a training exercise.
Jakob's just showing Maroon recipes.
We can also montage Fairy Realm info, because Toshi would very definitely, she would be like, Did you see the report that I had with, the one with the weird pictures? Did you see any of those? And here, you want to see some weird pictures?
If there's anybody who's multitask info with information, it's fucking Toshi.
Now, this is how you hug a baby Kangaskhan.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Someone is asking me to info dump? Yes!
Oh my god, okay, I need to show this to the people real quick. Baby Kangaskhan and Mama Kangaskhan.
What?
Alright, but yeah, so with that, we'll be back at around, let's make it 01.
See y'all at 01.
Excellent. Casually ask CC, are you still mad at me?
Fucking seriously, just let's make Kangaskhan a totem Pokemon because it can't evolve.
That could work.
Then I'll just have a totem Kangaskhan, and we'll find out if it makes the Kangaskhan baby a totem as well, because eventually when it gets enough levels, it just becomes another Kangaskhan.
I feel like on the break screen, we should have, Toshi with a sleeping Pokemon, and Ace with the sleeping Pokemon, and CC with the, sleeping Pokemon, so we have, all of us there. But, alright, game, yay!
Alright, on to a more pleasant distraction, so, just
What are
take a
you
pause.
eating?
A donut.
That sounds lovely.
It is pretty good.
I'm getting a candy bar, I'll be right back.
Alright then.
Implications of parallel dimensions linked to ours not through physical connections but through conceptual ones.
Not quite
the
yet,
mind
Toshiko.
boggles.
Oh
wait
boy.
until we get away from the break screen.
Bang! The revolver goes off. The body lays silent.
Well, this took a turn.
It was too much.
Right. In any case, whilst they grab a candy bar. So, are we ready to get back to game?
I certainly am.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful. Then in that case, welcome back everybody to the stream, and we're going to be picking up with some more Pokemon Rebuilders right about nowish. So we will open back up to the Vermilion Gym as Toshiko and her cohorts finish explaining their time at the Leafeon Tribe's gym just now. Or not gym, the shrine just now.
Toshi and her cohorts explaining it. Yeah, Toshi's actually doing science. Then one of them comes over and talks to Jakob, and he's like, a ray of spicy sunlight hits your Pokemon and they get huge.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not right, but it's...
It's not wrong either.
And the implications of parallel dimensions linked to ours not through physical connections but through conceptual ones.
Yeah, like spicy sunlight.
It's just, there's so much we don't know.
Clearly, says Joel, looking completely overwhelmed and not understanding the majority of what Toshiko just said.
Joel, it's okay. None of us understand it either.
Hey, Joel. Hey, Joel.
Were those words? Those sounded like words, but I didn't understand them, says Joshua.
You guys spent all that time listening, and I spent none of that time listening. And at the end, we both understand the same amount.
And I beat CC at Spades.
So can we get more Totem Pokemon, or what's going on with that? Asks Joshua.
We are going to each one of you individually as tribes that we have as our allies to try and get some kind of information and data. then we're going to see what kind of things we can find out from our own research.
I
From what?
can't pretend I understood all of what Toshiko said, but from what I could, I believe the gist of it, as you old worlders would say, is that you wish to study the energies of our totem Pokemon, that you might understand the process and possibly have access to at least one of your own.
Precisely. We don't know how precisely totem Pokemon are formed, but if we learn more, we might be able to do something.
An interesting prospect. I must admit, I am intrigued and fascinated by the notion, and understanding our totem Pokemon further might better strengthen our connection with him. Jolt? But the question remains, is he okay with it? Jolt?
Toshiko will reach a hand out on hailing frequencies, offering a channel to try and encourage and
Alright,
bring Totem Jolteon peace of mind and all that.
he will accept, but you will receive a hell of a static shock, and your whole body will be pins and needles until you break the connection.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's familiar. Just like Psyche. Yep. Except more. Ooh, that's fun.
Its feelings are almost similar to those of Stakataka, but much more unified, but just as intense and half as alien at the very least.
Yeah.
Still, you're able to get a read on it.
Cool.
It is relaxed, but also kind of determined. Not really towards anything in general, just sort of like that's its general disposition, one of determination. And as far as this prospect goes, it doesn't really know what the hell you're talking about, but as long as it's like not harmful to it or its allies, it doesn't seem like it'll object.
Yeah, we just want to take like a minute and just look at you real good and just see if we can learn anything from your energies that you give off.
And how would you go about this?
Oh, I have and Toshi holds up her Pokegear and turns and points at Bobo.
Make me an intuition roll. As you hold
20.
out the Pokegear, you're already like, even before it turns on, you're feeling it start to like vibrate and grow hot and get that sort of like battery shock sensation just from like having it out right now.
Okay, there's a lot of electrical energy in the air. This might not be the best method of collecting data.
Yeah, I was
at least
I was
in
going
such
to tell
proximity.
You. I was going to tell you, Totem Jolteon is let's just say machines are very sensitive to his presence. What with the intense electrical power bristling through his quills. Jolt!
And Toshi will get Psyche out and have Psyche hover like right next to her arm because Psyche has the lightning rod. So maybe by having Psyche nearby, some of the electrical energies that would overwhelm the Pokegear would instead be absorbed by Psyche.
Oh, that's clever. I like that. Okay. Let's give it a shot.
It might affect the readings that I get, but I think it would help. Like, I don't know how accurate the read would be, but I think it would help the machine itself from getting overwhelmed.
Okay, cool. As you do that, though, I'm gonna need a focus roll from Psyche as you begin this process.
Certainly.
She may be assisted by you.
Lovely. And if Toshi gets to assist, this is going to be an extra 1. So whatever it is, plus 1.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Okay. As you begin the process, you will see the electrical energy, not physically see, but you'll be able to, like, tell that there's a difference as you feel the, device is no longer growing as warm, as rapidly. And you'll also see that Psyche is, like, suddenly starting to vibrate faster and faster despite her hovering in place.
It's okay, baby girl. Thank you. I know you can do it.
She doesn't look like she's in pain. At worst, it's more like slightly discomforted.
Toshi is still grateful for the effort she's putting in.
Mm-hmm. Well, should we get Popey out here then?
Jakob, if you would. Popey will be able to get a more accurate read than I can.
Yeah, it's probably quite a good idea.
So as Popey comes out, Shakira and Joe are actually going to be somewhat awestruck, as will some of the tribe members back here as they see it. Data
Go on,
makes-
friend.
The legends are true. A Pokemon of data made solid. Fascinating! Oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Watch this.
Yeah, that's my friend. Go ahead. Same thing you did before.
And it will digitize itself into Toshiko's Pokegear. Make the education roll. The electrical interference kind of interferes with its work a little bit, but the difference is negligible.
Beautiful. Popey was able to overcome it. We're good. We're good. We've got some data.
I was just trying to think of anything else. Do we have any ground-type Pokemon in the party?
We did, but it was switched out for the Cloudbird.
The Cloudbird.
I was going to say, that's the only other thing I can think of is putting a ground-type Pokemon, like, directly touching.
Yep.
We don't got one.
Not on hand at the moment. But anyway, regardless, Popey's able to complete its task and make a note and archive it. And as the Pokegear powers down and Psyche is relieved of her duties, as Popey rematerializes, Psyche is suddenly just going to start zooming all around the gym, leaving an electrical trail as she just, like, surfs all about.
Toshi takes some pictures as she can, trying to capture some of that magnificent beauty.
I'm just kind of imagining just, like, pinballing around the room, basically.
Pling, 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 pling,
No.
Kind of.
pling, pling, pling.
Now,
Yeah, way too much electric energy, just ding, 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 ding.
now, there is a scientific endeavor here to wonder if there is a difference in this pinball mechanic if Psyche was not fed pancakes this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Don't ever make a suggestion like that again.
Eventually, Psyche will slow down and calm down and resume hovering beside Toshiko, sort of like panting after a good, I'd say run, but it's more like a good surf.
You've earned a lovely rest. Toshi will give a treat and let Psyche go back to her Pokeball if she wants.
Psyche will actually stay out a little bit. It's kind of liking the vibes here.
Beautiful. Then Toshi will just give treats and make sure she stays nice and hydrated.
Yep.
Now we don't want you to dehydrate, so you gotta hydrate.
It seems that the abundance of electrical energy built up an excess of, well, physical energy or potential energy within Raichu that it needed to exude. It basically got the zappy zoomies, is what he's saying. Zappy zoomies? Yeah, like...
No, that makes total sense.
You see, when a Pokemon gets, like, a lot of energy and gets really excited, sometimes it'll just, like, run around and, just sort of, like, just move wildly and just, like, kind of freak out a little bit, but, like, in a good way. And we call that the zoomies. So
Mine usually just go to sleep.
She had an excess of energy she needed to discharge.
Yeah, with like a nap.
Like Cass does when she Mega Evolved.
To be fair, dude, your Pokemon have a more lethargic nature to them.
Well, I never.
It's not a bad thing. If anything, I almost envy that.
Oh, Jakob's smiling. He's just pretending that it's like, how dare you say that it's my Snorlax is lazy.
Yeah.
You little cheeky shit.
Dum, dum. Hunger. Whoa. Is that a Kangaskhan?
Yes.
That's awesome! Emily's gonna look a little weary as Joshua sort of like approaches it rather...
Joshua, how much do you know Kangaskhan's?
Oh, right. Almost forgot. Sorry, I don't mean to be any trouble. I just think you're really cool and I wanted to get a better look at you.
I know she won't try to hurt you, but I'm gonna let you burn yourself if you have to.
Kangaskhan will look at Joshua for a moment before sort of reaching out and pulling Joshua in for a hug. Kanga! Yo, this is a very close look.
Could be worse. Could be a Beware hugging you.
Oh. Toshi would know all about that.
9? And then Kangaskhan will reach out and grab 9 tails.
Somebody should make sure that she lets them go.
Jakob's got it under control.
Anyway, so, what I was doing actually was, Joel, would you like to meet my Porygon? And then I'm going to lead Doctor to his own.
See, he's got it.
You're on mom time now.
Yes, actually. I'd be most fascinated to meet a actual Porygon. This looks to be a Porygon 2.
I believe so.
I'm gonna try to help Cora.
Well, I'm pretty sure Kangaskhan is going to also be able to overpower AJ. A third person has joined the hug.
No.
Ace, if you're gonna try and help them out, that's gonna be an acrobatics roll versus Kangaskhan's athletics.
I'm okay with that.
Oh boy.
Even though my rolls are poop.
Oh boy. Oh no!
You have joined the hug.
Yup.
I don't like this. I was trying to help.
And just from the inside, Gil is like, yeah!
On the plus side, though, you are able to feel Ninetail's fur, and it is incredibly soft and warm.
Okay. I'm okay with this. I was calling for help for Cece and then say, okay, count to 30 and then help me.
I'm
Well, all right
pretty
then.
sure Kangaskhan will let them go.
Eventually.
I could do a command roll, but
And-
I'm pretty sure.
Eventually, she will release them.
Oh.
Well, that was certainly a very close look. And that certainly shows the power this thing has. Ninetales!
Kangaskhan are very, very caring creatures. It's really just honestly a honor to have one with me. If I could do anything, maybe even just for my own entertainment, if we could make the Kangaskhan a Totem Kangaskhan, I think it would be fun to have one that's the size of a building.
Whoa, seriously? A Totem Kangaskhan would be so cool!
That's assuming we ever figure out how the totem energy is connected and manage to channel it?
Totem Kangaskhan, let's go! Heck yeah!
See, we've already got fans.
Next time you get caught in this type of situation and I see you, I'm gonna think back to this moment and then consider helping you.
Huh?
To be fair, you enjoyed that.
Ninetales is soft and warm.
See, if anything, that's more incentive for you to help him.
Oh, you like Ninetales?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Ninetales has been my partner ever since I started out. Well, back then
She's
she was
beautiful.
Vulpix, but either way.
Ace is gonna hold up Eris.
Hi!
She's been my partner for ever.
I mean, if you wanted, I got some Firestones if you wanted to make it a Flareon.
Oh, no,
Jakob is going to hold up Snorlax.
She's fine the way she is. We already had that discussion, and she likes being Eevee, and I like her being my Eris. I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. I have a few others. I have Jolteon, who I call Apollo, Poseidon, and I lost track of all my other stuff, but they're there. I have an Espeon that I'm still trying to be friends with, but she's a little hard.
He's going to nod and say, well, your dedication and understanding to your Eevee is really cool. It kind of reminds me of Red and his Pikachu.
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever heard of Red?
Yeah?
Roll general education.
Yeah, that's a color. It points at Jakob's jacket.
I almost rolled Guile, but I mean... Oh, I thought that 13 was mine for a minute, and I was like, how?
That's AJ showing that they have a 3 for their gen education by going, yeah, on a 1 through 6, I can get a 13.
You are
that's why I was
confident in
like,
the
how?
confidence of your statement, despite your utter ignorance, Ace.
I know what red is.
Layla and Toshiko, however, you know that Red is actually kind of the pride of Kanto, being the first trainer to ever defeat all 4 members of the Pokemon League and its first champion, Blue, and becoming the reigning champion of Kanto until the reports of the Impact. At which point he was called upon to aid, but his fate remains ultimately unknown. Some say he died protecting, others say that he is in a cloister somewhere in Kanto, but he's certainly not in Vermilion City, and he wasn't in Saffron either, so who can say?
I still believe it. Like, Ace is hardcore believing it's a color and that Josh is trying to fool him. He will die on that hill.
Red's the whole reason I got into Pokemon training and joining the Rebuilder Corps. I want to be a great trainer and a hero just like him.
Wait, what? He's gonna look over at the rest of his party like, please help me before I make a fool of myself, because when I make a fool of myself, we all suffer.
It's kind of like Lance, right?
Yeah, only he actually managed to defeat Lance. And that's incredible!
Blink, blink.
The the legendary dragon tamer.
Blink, blink.
The leader of the
What,
elite.
you didn't think I had people I admired?
I didn't say anything.
That's
Layla.
kind of, that's why I'm confirming. AJ.
Your heroes of old are actually quite interesting to learn about.
Gonna whisper to Cece, I really honestly thought that red was a color.
I mean, it technically is, but it's also a name. Color-based names are actually rather popular in the Kanto region.
Gestures to Maroon, as Blitzy did.
Yep. Also, hi, Blitzy.
Just Maroon. See?
Yep. And we're just gonna be like, I mean, yeah.
When I meet an aquamarine,
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I was almost named Aquamarine, but it was too much of a mouthful.
Ace starts to say something, and then keeps his mouth shut, because he's already got in trouble earlier today, and he already is expecting to get yelled at by like 3 people when he gets home.
Not to break up the discussion of old world history, but I believe your party was here for a reason.
We gave you the warning about Darkrai and nightmares. Was there anything else?
Something regarding the energies of Totem Jolteon?
Which we just got the ratings
We
for.
just got the scan.
Oh. Well, then, never mind, I guess. Feel free to do as you will.
Question. Do you know the whereabouts of the Manectric tribe?
The Manectric tribe.
Are they still around?
They're still within the city, but you'll have to find them. You'll want to look for either any signs of a hunt or a struggle, or go where you see the lightning strike.
Of course.
What can I say? They're nomadic, and they, like Manectric itself, they hunt wherever the lightning strikes.
I might be able to try and get some vantage with Aki, see if I can find where the storm is concentrating.
Raichu might also be good for that, given its natural affinity for electricity. It might even be able to draw them in, though they may not like being deceived or having the lightning manipulated, so be careful there.
I mean, worst case scenario, I could always bring Cass out to track him down.
Oh, that would probably help too.
Am I able to get Wi-Fi in this spot?
Oh yeah.
Alright, then I guess briefly, I'm gonna switch out...
Screw Brienne.
Oh, no. You know what? I'm gonna switch out Lucci for Cass.
Okay.
Actually, real quick, maybe, I'm not sure if this will help. I haven't tried before. Gonna press a couple buttons on the Pokegear and use conversion to change Poke to an electric type.
Ooh. Interesting. You may have to renew that every now and again, but yeah, no, that's a choice.
At will until the end of the encounter, but lasts a while.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just saying. It's a totally valid option.
Yeah, I think having Psyche up and just being a lightning rod, like not even like not using the Z move to like really freaking call the lightning, but just trying to be a focal point.
A beacon.
I'm gonna bring Cass out.
Jolt.
Cass.
It's okay. It's okay. Toshi's like channeling at both of them.
You'll see Shakira actually sort of like raise a hand as if to like dissuade the two of you, and then you will see Jolteon and Magnetric exchange electricity.
An electric connection.
For us non-electrically inclined in the room, explain?
This is a means of communication between electric-type Pokemon. They will often exchange electricity as a sort of test and connection between one another.
Well, okay then. How's my good girl doing?
Totem Jolteon is impressed with its prowess.
She's come a long way since last you saw her.
Tarek! Jolt! And they both sit proudly in admiration of one another. See? They have become fast friends.
Well, that's good.
And then at the mention of being fast friends, the two of them will suddenly start darting around the room.
More zoomies!
Electric types.
So, not to break up the play date, but did we still want to go and talk with the Vaporeon tribe about stuff, or just to check in, or?
Yes. Yes. I certainly have questions for Vaporeon tribe.
And I'd certainly like to see this Vaporeon tribe. They're the
You're
ones who
welcome to
look
come.
a little different, don't they?
Yeah, you're welcome to come join us.
That was Maroon talking.
Oh, I thought that was Josh.
Nah. Well, much as I'd like to join you guys, I think I'd better head back to base. Give them the data and, figure out what we can do from there. Plus, I've got some more training I need to catch up on.
See you later.
So long, see you guys soon.
Still feel the warmth of the fur.
I'll catch up with him when we get back to the Cloyster.
I'm a little surprised he didn't... Oh wait, Cece wouldn't know, so never mind.
DC wouldn't know what.
About Layla's conversation with,
Oh, yeah.
Mason about Triss. Because unlike somebody, he respected the boundaries and privacy.
It's Layla. That's like your sister right there. There's no such thing as privacy unless, like, you know, then she gave me the go away look, which she did not.
He has a point.
Fair enough.
Alright. Shall we head on out then?
Let's go.
Alright. This is gonna be fun!
Cass is gonna stay out to keep an eye on lightning or any signs of the Manectric tribe.
Okay. Well, as you move, as luck would have it, it seems lightning seems to be rather prominent over by the harbor. As
Maybe
a
the Manectric
massive
tribe is
bolt-
nearby.
As a massive bolt strikes the Lavender Sea.
Oh boy.
We should hurry.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
Yep. And sure enough, I have a special map for that? I might not have. If not, it's okay. I know what I can use.
I know you had a map for the harbor.
You had an ocean map for when we were like fishing and then the tidal wave hit us.
Ocean map.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Fantastic. Alright, so then, I will just populate this map a little more.
You can leave out, I think.
Excuse me.
That's you. For a moment, I wondered why Popey was paralyzed, and then I remembered, oh yeah, it's electric.
Electric. Do, 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 do.
Thinking the same thing.
Yeah, okay, good. Glad that we're on the same wavelength.
Like,
Boogie,
if you
boogie,
hadn't,
boogie.
I would have.
Boogie,
This
boogie,
is
boogie.
exactly why we're friends. Thank you for finishing it.
Let's see. I believe I gave you a sheet. It's a little further up.
Oh wow, there's a lot more of them than there were last time.
Yep. Here we are, Vaporeon tribe. There he is.
Is it the motherfucker himself?
You know him. You love him.
Do we?
You
There he
wouldn't have had-
is!
You wouldn't have had that adventure in Lavender without him. It's Titus.
Can I shove him into the water?
You may try.
Not from where you are.
And
Espeon, we're gonna bond.
you'll see them standing around. Just a moment.
Uh-oh. Look at Blitzy! It's the protag of Final Fantasy X!
Oh, God.
The
Hell
protagonist of Final Fantasy, stupid.
Oh.
no. Yo!
I'm very good at insults.
I can
That-
tell.
Thought long and hard about that one.
Alright, well, anyway, screw that. We'll just go straight to the images.
The longer I look at Titus and his shiny Vaporeon, the more I hate him.
Do we have a black ball?
A black
No!
ball?
Don't
No!
you dare! Don't you fucking dare! Bad. Bad. I squirt you with
Oh
water.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's a big one.
Yeah, we can just catch that one.
Yep.
I don't want that one. I want the shiny one. He don't deserve it.
You're just jealous because his Vaporeon looks cooler than yours.
How dare you insult Poseidon like that?
Honey, it's called fashion. Look it up.
Honey, I understand. But that man, this man right there is trash. Trash with a capital T.
We're not talking about him, we're talking about the Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon, that is fashion. That's gorgeous. But I'm not jealous because of that. Why is my
Wait
mother
a
there?
fuck!
Mommy!
No!
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna go to YouTube so I can start playing that song, Doing Your Mom.
Why is my mother there?
I mean, it's got...
Good question. Why don't you go find out?
Oh no!
I just went from like, okay, kind
I know
of
it's
angry
Vaporeon
to seeing
town,
Titus
but,
to all of a sudden like, is that my mother?
Yeah, wow, it really is wet out here.
I think it is, AJ.
Why? Just shouts from like wherever they are, Mom!
I am dying.
So you shout out, you call it to your mother?
Yeah,
Alright.
in a very confused, shocked voice.
She'll look over and shout, "Oh, hey, sweetie! How you doing?"
Why are you out of the cloister?
I'm out shopping!
Looks go over to the group. What?
This is essentially a trade hub.
The Vaporeon tribe are known for their bazaars, I guess.
I guess let's
Speaking
get
of.
a bit closer.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Shall we move?
You know, now that I'm here, that actually does make me think. I wonder if they have any shell bells for sale.
And like as Ace calls out, you'll then suddenly hear, "Friends! Companions! Traveling
going to
buddies! Good to see you
visibly
once
cringe.
more!
Toshi waves.
Visibly cringe.
I've missed gazing upon your lovely faces!"
I'm going to give Pope my Pokeball so he can recall me inside of it so I don't have to be part of this.
I'm also being a young person, going to be getting closer to CC, and so therefore he understands I will hurt him.
And what's this? A new face of radiant beauty joins your midst!
Don't fall for it, Maroon. Don't do it.
What'd he say? He does this. He has a way with words.
He said something about your hands. He called them mitts or something.
He insulted you.
Vaporeon! Chaperone me across the sea that I may speak to this new
Counterspell.
face and reunite with my friend.
So tried to steal your girl.
She can take care of herself.
Oh, she.
We'll
My
see.
dears, a moment if you will. Of course.
God, I miss the games we played where any time you did something that I didn't like, I could just go, no, counterspell.
Right?
I don't want to.
Also,
Nice.
Dover, the fucking state of this lad.
Yeah.
Homie is
Also,
walking
hi,
around wearing
Dover.
a dead Magikarp, a Windbreaker, and flip-flops. I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna let Maroon enjoy this experience. We all had to deal with this. You want to be a part of the team? Here's your initiation. Have fun.
Layla just takes out some rations and shares them between Cass and Brienne and just eats it like popcorn, waiting for the fireworks to start.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna let it ride.
Greetings and hello! My name is Titus. I'm the ambassador of the Vaporeon tribe, and what might your name be? Hi, I'm Maroon from Saffron City. Ah, Maroon! Truly an old world Cantonian name if ever I've heard one, yet one no less lovely. Thanks.
Sorry, what did you call her?
Lovely?
No, the one with the K.
Cantonian?
Okay, never mind. Keep going.
Yes, well, in any case, I see that
Wait,
you
yeah.
have,
Right hand.
traveled alongside my, dear friends here in Fireteam Charizard. Yeah, we met in Saffron and they've certainly taken me on an adventure. Oh, that they have, I am certain. We shared our own adventure, you know. We braved the seas of Lavender and crossed a deadly storm, crashing us on the shores of... Yeah, I read the report about Lavender. It's more fun when I tell it, though. I'm sure it is, but we're here for a reason. Oh, but of course. You said your name was Titus? Yes, that's correct. Well, I really like your Vaporeon, Titus. It's a really interesting and shiny color. Ah, yes, my Vaporeon is a unique specimen and truly a wonderful and true companion.
Okay, this is starting to get.
Watching the
Not
vein
that
on
this
Ace's
isn't-
head.
Not that this isn't boring, but we'd like a reading on your totem if you don't mind.
Look, we know how you guys work around here. How much money?
I'm sorry, I appear to have lost the plot. What's going on?
Yeah, this is what happens when you talk about yourself. So, the other tribes have been meeting with some of ours. Sorry, Blitzy. Jakob spent most of his trip in Lavender unconscious/lost.
That's not wrong.
Anyway, we spoke with the other tribes, and we're trying to learn a little bit more about the Totem Pokemon, so they, with the Totem Pokemon's permission, have allowed us to get some readings on them, so that way we can understand them better.
So, you wish to read our totem?
To observe her, them, and
It's a him.
him, to observe him and see what we might learn. I'd love to converse with them.
Well, such a thing will not come cheap, and such an exchange will require an equivalent exchange of value.
Didn't you almost leave us for dead?
I can give information. There is a dangerous Pokemon that has made its way to Vermilion City. Darkrai. It's some sort of Lord of Nightmares or something. It can plague the minds of people. And if you've encountered anyone, if anyone in your tribe has had nightmares so severe that it can even render people into a catatonic state, that's definitely a danger you should know about. And if you hear about it, we might be able to help.
Well, thank you for the free information.
Dover says listening to this guy talk for 5 minutes is probably the equivalent in cost to a bicycle.
Oh my god! Savage! But in any case, let me see what I can do for you. My people would likely try to, gouge the price a bit, but considering that you are my friends and companions, I shall try and think of a fair trade. Let us see. He's gonna sort of like start looking upon each of you somewhat thoroughly, as does his Vaporeon, who will sort of stop at Cece's feet, sort of looking up at her and wagging his tail. Vapor!
Uh-oh.
Vapor! Vapor!
Oh no.
What have you found?
Oh no. Uh-oh.
This is just a real Vaporeon. They spray painted it.
I see. Truly fascinating, he says, looking at Cece's Z bracelet. What? Oh, this? Yes. The gem, what is it? It's, Waturium Z. It's a Z crystal infused with water Pokemon type Infinity Energy. Remarkable.
I'm surprised you don't have something like this. Totem Leafeon gave us Grassian Z.
We do, but that you have it is still quite impressive.
What's that supposed to mean?
We made friends with the Totem Seeking on the way to Saffron.
Oh? I think we might actually have something then.
And
If
that
you are
would be...
If you are willing to tell us about this Totem Seeking and their tribe, perhaps you could be granted an audience for a time with Totem Vaporeon.
Let me do it, guys. Please, I'm begging you. Let me do it.
Gestures to Ace.
Respectfully, before we make that trade, would you find it comfortable if someone else offered to pay us for your information and we gave it up without asking you?
I mean, if it is in your possession, it is yours to do with as you wish.
No.
No?
Jakob, you might want to clarify for the class.
Okay, so information about the Totem Seeking, its location, what's around it, could potentially put it at risk. it would not be fair to do that without its permission. Just as if someone were to ask us for information about the Vaporeon tribe, it wouldn't be fair of us to give up that information without them knowing.
But
That's what I'm saying. I got this.
I just wanted to mention.
Jakob, make me a charm roll. An interesting cultural distinction, and not an invalid point, I suppose. Very well, then perhaps we should find something else to bargain with.
Oh man, I wanted to hear AJ tell the story.
No, we simply just need to have other options. AJ can still tell the story, but I wouldn't feel right if I didn't mention.
Promise you, I'd tell him everything he deserves to know.
I don't think I'm comfortable with that wording.
Yeah, I agree with you somehow.
Can I tell the story? Or are we just not telling him the story?
Very well, I shall indulge you.
Go ahead, Ace.
So, on our journey, it was long, it was treacherous. There was a Gyarados involved. We met some friends.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. And not all Totem Pokemon have a tribe. There was no people. It was just other Pokemon. And they deserve to be left alone.
I can buy you about 3 minutes time with Vaporeon for that exchange.
That should be more than enough time.
Thank you, Titus.
Out of character, I'm actually kind of impressed at the fact that we even got any time for that.
I'm surprised he gave us that much time.
I know.
Good job, Ace.
Thanks.
You got 7 seconds and Vaporeon's half underwater.
What the heck?
Do your thing, you two.
Well, you'd better get moving because the clock is ticking.
Oh, now? Oh, yeah, let's, shall we?
Ready.
Alright. In the meantime, I shall handle the, security. Attention, my fellow tribesmen and women and all in between. Our esteemed guests and friends here have offered us an exchange of invaluable information for a brief spot with our dear Totem. Let us not disturb them for about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Attention, my synchronized swimmer security squad!
That's beautiful. Thank you,
Beautiful,
Dover.
Dover. Oh my god.
Oh, Dover's beautiful.
You're out of line, but you're not wrong.
How dare you say something so uncontroversial yet so...
Alright. So... Toshiko and Poby gonna do the thing?
Yep, Toshi tries to account for any
Alright,
abnormalities.
I am going to need a focus roll as you are using your device in downpouring rain in a misty harbor, and there's water everywhere fogging up the screen and getting droplets on it.
Can Psyche give moral support?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Psyche can also probably try to... Oh my.
2 1s and a 3 will do that to you.
Sucks when that happens, doesn't it?
Alright,
Yep.
so...
Is this based on the device's operation?
Yep.
Can I have Pope roll focus?
Pope is inside the device, not outside it.
Yeah,
So,
and better at this stuff than Toshi.
So even if Toshi isn't able to interact, would Popey be able to do the scan without Toshi?
He would, but it'd be harder.
I was just wondering if I needed to do a focus roll as well, essentially. So
No. I called for focus because it requires like an external operation in harsh conditions. Him operating internally could just have him just running the system, which would be
Okay.
technology education in
Cool.
its case.
Oh yeah, Toshi got a 7, so it's not looking hot.
Yep. So
Yeah, Pope is going to go into standalone operation mode.
Alright.
I'm going to try to get the Totem Vaporeon closer because Ace wants to pet it, and the closer it is, the easier it is to focus because there's less mist.
Well, it's not getting out of the water, and it seems perfectly content where it is.
I never said it had to be out of the water, but Ace can be. Where's Ace? Why are you hiding behind Cece like a doof? Ace can be right here towards the edge, and I don't have anything else I could. I'm going to grab Brienne for a minute to pretend. I'll put Brienne right back. It could go like right here. Yeah.
The fracture falls in the water.
So therefore, and I'm just going to try to coax it to come closer because I want to pet it.
Roll charm.
I will definitely roll charm.
So did Pope roll technology?
I'm bringing Poseidon out to help me. Come hither. I don't trust myself anymore. Okay, that was a 12 at first.
Oh, so it was. Yeah, we'll take the first one then.
Okay. Oh my god, sorry, I double-clicked. I don't have my mouse.
Alright. It'll at the very least get closer to engage with, Poseidon.
I'm okay. I'm gonna ask if I could pet it.
That's another charm roll.
That's okay. At the same time, I'm gonna give Toshi that nod, like, okay, try again. And
Toshi is poking the thing for Pope to make a tech ad roll.
Yep. Unless it already made it and I just didn't see it.
I didn't see a tech ad after my focus.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. But I got a 14.
Himbo, you there? You with us?
I am. Oh, do I have to do a charm as well?
A tech ad for Popey.
Tech, sorry. Everything was charm, so tech ed. Boop. Oh boy.
Alright, yeah. Unfortunately, it seems the aquatic disturbances are making running the system a bit harder for it. And it's causing, like, malfunctions in the device, and it's taking all Popey has to just neutralize the water and keep it from shorting out the Poke Gear.
Yeah, this is not ideal conditions.
Yeah, Toshi's gonna get Dion out and just kind of huddle under a leaf and try again
Alright.
to have less direct rain from above, at least.
This
Wait a
will probably
minute.
be your last chance, as your time is quickly running out. That said, Ace, sorry, I need to resolve Ace first.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that said, Ace, with a 14, it will allow you to pet it.
Yeah.
You were gonna say, Layla?
To help assist with the leaves, Layla is gonna get Ivan out to kind of help act as a pseudo umbrella.
Okay. Every little bit helps, I guess.
There you go, Toshi. Just right on your head.
Let's see. Dion. Boop. Rawr. Venusaur.
So yeah, Toshi is just crouching right beside Dion under one of his side green leaves.
Alright.
Her arm up, like, right near him.
Make another focus roll.
Don't want to hit the spores. Don't want to hit the spores. Don't want to hit...
Alright. With a much more shielded environment and with your focus now being, like, extra hard and due to the time crunch, you manage to get the access you need and get the scans going with a manual run, which will make Popey's job that much easier as the energies are still there, creating the fluctuating readings.
I've got a lock. Get a read, Popey.
Oh boy! Big money, no whammies. The best one I got so far.
Hey!
Hey, there we go.
Woohoo!
And then, Popey will finish locking in the final readings just as Vaporeon melts back into the water.
Thank you! Or she waves at the water.
Ace is gonna call Poseidon back and thank him.
And that will conclude your time with our dear Totem. I do hope that you found it to be worth it, and I hope you got what you needed from it. Any further time will cost an additional price.
What
Well,
about
we
more
got what
time
we
with
need.
you?
No!
No,
Say
we're
what?
good.
What was that, Toshiko?
I have another question. What about more time with you? I have another question.
Ah, but my friends, time spent with you is priceless, so we can spend all of it as much as we want. Especially with you, dear CC.
Ace is gonna get between him and CC and just like giving him a look like no.
Don't worry, Ace, I wouldn't be excluding you either.
Come on, CC, let's go see the sights and figure out what my mom's buying.
Ooh, sightseeing, a wonderful idea. I can show you some of the best wares. Let me just finish
we're
up with
good.
Toshiko here
we
real quick.
we need
Titus?
to bond.
Yes, dear Toshiko.
Given the information that I gave to you, would you be willing to give me an equivalent amount of information about Cinnabar? I'm really curious. You guys have explored and stuff, and I'm really... Any information you have on Cinnabar would be nice.
Toshiko, my dear, I am insulted. You would think that I would charge my dearest friend for information so simple? Hardly. I shall give you this information free of charge.
Thank you.
But of course, dear Toshiko, you deserve it. That said, we may want to go on another fishing trip sometime, for that was a great deal of fun.
Preferably no.
I think I'm okay staying on land for now.
Actually, I think I'd like to go fishing again sometime.
We can go fishing some other time without him.
We're currently on shore leave and making sure that we're getting plenty of rest. And the ocean is beautiful, but also potentially dangerous. So until we've had another week or two, I think we should... And Toshi's like looking around at everybody else, like kind of like looking for backup. I think...
Fair enough. Fair enough, dear Toshi. Forgive me, I do not mean to impose.
It's fine, just
But
not
anyways,
now.
You wish
Sorry.
to know about Cinnabar. What do you wish to know?
Please,
Stay on for a minute. I was very confused.
we haven't heard any information about a lot of the different cities, and there was a research station there, and I was just wondering if it was accessible. I know nothing about Cinnabar since the impact.
Unfortunately, little is known about Cinnabar. Not because it is lost, but because it is so... hostile. It is no longer the sunny island volcanic paradise that it was so long ago, but rather quite the opposite. It is a cold, frigid, icy... well, death trap, to put it crudely. And the way there is overlooked by
Hi, pretty
the
girl.
swarming
Come
souls of the lost and the damned.
here. Okay, stay right there.
Overseen by a towering structure of ice and rime known as the Chiller Killer Pillars.
What?
Oh.
If there was a
Right?
cloister there, it is likely frozen over, and any inhabitants would have had to have some seriously strong resources and heat and food reserves in order to maintain themselves there.
Has it been ice as long as you've known? How? Toshi like scratches her head thinking about like the geography and like the climate of Kanto before the impact. To have Arctic conditions in this part of the world, you'd need some sort of energies. That's. I wouldn't imagine that would be something that the primals did. Lingering effects of Groudon. Yeah. No, she wouldn't know very much about them.
Perhaps, but when a meteor strikes the planet with enough force to devastate it in its entirety, as well as being a location with an active volcano, well, perchance the ash cloud has lingered in a way that has prevented any real continued tropical warmth. Or perhaps things have simply shifted enough with the continental drifting, shifting, and mayhem of the primals clashing. Or perhaps some combination of it. It's hard to tell, as none of us were there for its time, although the locals might be able to tell you more.
But we'd have to get past the killer pillars?
You could just call it the CKP for short.
Okay.
And indeed you would, but we have had at least one successful excursion there that has shown that there is indeed life on Cinnabar still, and we believe it's to be tribal life even.
If the environment has changed, it would make sense that they'd have to have totem energy to help keep life going. Except for ice-type Pokemon, there's probably, like, you know,
Fret not,
life
dear
adapted
Toshi.
to types.
Fret not, though, dear Toshiko, for if there is life on Cinnabar, and those lives possess tribal Pokemon and tribal totems, perchance your friends and companions ran the same luck as you did in running into us.
Yeah. Maybe. There's information at that research station in Cinnabar that it'd be really nice if I could get, but it seems a long way away. And Toshi looks out over the water with a look of just, ugh.
You're going to feel him place a hand on your shoulder. Dear Toshiko, clearly this journey means a great deal to you, and I cannot stand to see one as fair as you with your heart in pain. Thus I swear to you I shall find a route and chart it out that you and your friends may one day access Cinnabar, braving the Chiller Killer Pillars and making your way to your destination safely.
You would? Toshi like brightens and just smile, just beaming at him.
Of course. We are friends and adventuring companions, are we not? And if anyone could handle the dangers of the CKP, it would be you. You who braved Lavender, who braved the Lavender Sea, who even braved the dangers of that. Ha ha! Hugging! We take that! And he hugs back. Come, Vaporeon, get in on this action! Vapor!
Quick, while he's distracted, get out of here.
Run! We run! We run!
CC, we're going, come on.
Oh, I imagine you guys are like already on the other side of the harbor by now.
Oh, yeah.
I keep grabbing the wrong mouse.
Let's get Jakob over there too.
Please
Jesus.
don't leave him behind.
So, that guy's,
Annoying.
nice. He's got quite a boisterous personality, but he means well. Oh, hey! Fancy meeting you guys here.
Yeah, not gonna lie, a little surprised to find you guys here.
Well, I mean, I am partially here on assignment, but I may have also kind of decided to turn it into a bit of a girls' bonding experience. I'm just here to shop, and she's offering to, take me out shopping. Haven't been in a while. So, who am I to say no?
I mean, I guess.
So what exactly are you shopping for?
She will then show you some, like, shell jewelry that she purchased, like a necklace and some bracelets, as well as, like, a pearl ring.
That's
Check it
really
out.
cool.
Check it out, Ace. I can look fancy now.
You'll be the talk of the Cloyster, Mom.
Oh, my Snorlax has some jewelry similar to that. How much did you spend?
Not too much. Managed to get a good deal out of them. Just gotta know how to talk the talk.
Yeah, a few thousand maybe.
What?
I managed to get them down to 700.
Oh, that's pretty impressive. Nice to know that my Snorlax still has the best shell jewelry in the town at the moment.
This is still gonna look mortified as she's like telling the price.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what, Ace? I'm the one earning the money. I can spend it however I damn well want.
Ace, you're rich.
I'm not rich. And you're not the only one earning the money, Mom. I
No,
thought
but
we were
I'm
gonna
earning
use it
my
to,
money.
They were gonna use it to like fix the radiator or something.
I can do that too. I'm not an idiot.
Mom, here, and he's gonna hand her 20,000. So that leaves me with 2,450.
Holy fuck.
What?
Here, I want you to spend at least 1,000 of it for groceries.
I already
Everything else you can do whatever you want. But just promise
1,000
me
is a lot of
1,000 of it for
groceries.
groceries. Well, it's not just for this month.
Ace, make me a charm roll.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, no, make me a command roll.
Yeah, it's even worse. Can I get like a +1 because it's a shock factor?
No.
And it has to be command, not charm?
Yep.
Rip.
Hey, that's not bad.
I literally, that's about almost as good as I can get.
Yep.
Let's see how his mom does for focus.
Did you have
Fail,
to
so
say
I
it like
can
that?
give you the money. Titus better not have given my mom a pearl necklace.
I did that wrong.
Not D10s.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
So, Ace, are you saying you're giving me, your mother, an allowance?
No!
You cheeky little shit!
No, Mom, I'm not giving you an allowance. I'm giving you the money that you deserve for putting up with my bullshit all these years.
Roll charm.
They're an allowance.
She's gonna sort of look at you with just sort of like a surprised look at that, but also just sort of like a touch look in a way, but then she's gonna pull you in and hug you
No!
Aww.
Oh, why? I've already been hugged once today. This is getting really uncomfortable.
Ace.
I'm so glad that I don't hurt anymore.
Ace, I appreciate what you're doing and what you mean, but you don't have to pay me or reward me for putting up with your bullshit. I'm your mother.
I know I don't have to, but I want to. What else am I gonna do with the money? It's not like I live anywhere else. I don't have rent and bills to pay like you do. Let me help out. It's the whole reason why I'm doing this.
I mean, it's not so much rent as it is costs of living, but either way, I'm grateful, and just know that you don't owe me for being your mother.
I know.
That being said, I will absolutely take this money and use it to do what needs to be done with it.
You can buy pretty shiny things. I don't care, but 1,000 of it, Mom. Just 1,000 of it.
I already know how to use it for groceries. I've already got some back home. Yes, fine. 1,000 for groceries.
Thank you.
Sheesh. You wonder who's the mom in this relationship. I'm not gonna touch that one.
Wise decision.
Really, honestly, all depends on how stressed she is that week. If she's been working most of the week, it's me.
Such loving joy and softness, yet such fire in her heart. It is truly inspiring.
Oh, God.
Don't talk about my mother that way, please.
Oh no, he can keep talking about me that way. I like being called inspiring.
Oh God, please no. Somebody please kill me.
So, while that's happening, Layla's gonna kind of sneak off with Cypress.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay, and we're going now.
Okay. Come on, my good girls, come with me. No, not that. Not that.
Not that.
You're not a good girl.
No, I'm not. I'm currently traumatized at the moment with people keeping on flirting with my mom.
It's not our fault. She's hot.
Her fault. She's hot. It's just literally the fact
I'm
of
sorry,
like,
I love
mom.
this running gag too much.
Oh no, I personally
It's
as the player love
hilarious.
it. But knowing somebody who like actually like people flirt with their parents, it is the most like, are you fucking kidding me thing.
Yep, I can imagine. Anyway, so you find your own little isolated corner. Oh, okay, and we're here now. So, can I help you, Layla?
Actually, to be honest, I think I should be the one helping you, in a way.
I don't understand.
It's about Triss.
Oh. And she's gonna look somewhat forlorn at that. Oh, poor Triss.
Yeah.
So I take it you've heard then.
I've heard that she's suspended.
Yeah. She... Did you hear the reason?
She got in a fight with somebody. And that's the simple way of putting it.
As I understand it, it was shortly after a battle and a skirmish with the Floral Empire. We managed to get them on the retreat, but she wanted to pursue them. Someone tried to stop her and hold her back, as per the orders of Commander Surge, and she... well... she had other ideas.
That's not the story Surge told me.
What did he tell you?
He said that he said that Triss got in a fight with somebody for just mentioning the Floral Empire.
It's not one thing with her, it's another.
The more I hear about shit that she's done, the less I recognize her.
That makes two of us.
Have you tried talking to her?
I have, but it's like she's trying to avoid me.
Yeah, it seems like anything that goes against her worldview, she's running away from, which, again, not like Triss.
No. I managed to corner her once when she was being detained, or when she was in detention. In the brig. Sorry, words are hard. Point is, I managed to get her cornered and in a position where she couldn't just run away. And I tried talking to her. I tried to reach out to her and appeal to the her that I knew and that I worked with and called my friend. She just... I couldn't get much out of her. But all she said was that she had to do this so that the nightmare could end.
That's gonna catch Layla's attention. She's gonna give Brienne, and I guess also Cass, a very worried look. You're sure she said nightmare?
The way she said it was like a fire spin in my brain. The words so hot and angry. They're trapped in my memory.
How long has she been having this nightmare?
I don't know if it was a literal nightmare or not, but her behavior like this started about maybe a week and a half ago, a little less, not long before you guys got back.
So, did you get Toshi's message about Darkrai?
I did, but I'm still hard-pressed to fully believe it. Not that I doubt Toshiko, it's just such a mythical Pokemon in this part of the world, or even in whatever part that was.
So, here's the thing. First of all, the fact that it's a mythical Pokemon should already state that it can possibly do anything, even things that we don't even think it's capable of doing. I'm not willing to take that risk. But we fought it in the fairy realm. And it escaped around the time span that you just said the nightmare started. So... And we're not sure how the fairy world works, but I guess it can just connect to any other point that it wants to. Or maybe it's randomly. Either way.
So, you're saying you think Darkrai is responsible for the change in Triss's behavior?
I'm saying there's a lot of correlations, and I think it's worth investigating.
I'm only doubtful because it seems like such a simple and effective explanation. Because it also raises a lot of questions. Why here, and why her of all people? And why is it not branching out to more? Is it just not not strong enough yet, and it's also not quite fitting the legends about it. It said that Darkrai would put its victims into these catatonic night terrors, but instead, it's just, I don't know, just giving her...
Look, at the very least, I'd like to rule it out. If he's not there, then we'll just keep an eye out, but...
Well, I mean, unless you have a lunar wing, I don't think it'll be possible to even rule it out.
Somehow I think Toshiko has that covered.
What?
Ask Toshiko, but... Listen, there are things about Triss that I'm noticing that just aren't her. And you're right, it would be easy to just explain it this way. Because if it's something worse, it's going to be harder to deal with. And I won't lie, I would rather it be the simple solution. One that I can fight, one that I can punch. But... Look, like I said, I just want to rule this out first.
I see. Well, if you think that you can help, and if you think that it might work, far be it from me to stop you.
Fortunately, she seems to be falling asleep in the same place each night, so finding her won't be a big issue.
I've noticed that too. And actually, come to think of it, whenever she does sleep there, it's almost impossible to wake her up, let alone even move her.
That sounds like it.
Maybe wait for her to go there and sleep tonight and try out whatever means you have with her.
I'll see what I can do.
I also... Maybe if we can talk to her together, it might help as well.
I didn't... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hembo. I think... I talked to Harlan. I didn't get a chance to talk to Josh before he left. But... I think they're all... incredibly worried about her.
They are, in their own ways. Joshua's just throwing everything into training to distract himself until our next mission. Dana is doing nothing but worrying because all she can pick up on are all the negative emotions and thoughts, as well as just, you know, being a compassionate human being.
Ew.
Ace, shut up.
Sorry, that was perfect timing.
No, Ivan does have the dry skin ability, so he is really enjoying the rain.
Yep.
Cordy's dancing with Gumi.
And Harlan, well, Harlan's always been afraid to care about people because he's a little too aware of how fleeting life can be in a harsh and warlike location as this. And he doesn't want feelings to get in the way of the missions.
If anything, that's the exact reason that he should start caring.
I agree. And I think he's slowly coming around to that.
I think so too.
I suppose you would know a thing or two about that.
What's that supposed to mean?
It took you a while to accept that you had friends. And you've come a long way.
Accepted.
Shut up, Ace.
Said the wind.
Yeah, well, it's kind of what happens when you grow up under Surge. You kind of become very thick-headed. You learn things slowly.
Yeah, he certainly bemoaned his perceived failure to me on more than one occasion, and I keep telling him he did the best he could. And that no one blames him.
Layla's looking between Cypress and Queen, and internally she's kind of making the connection of, oh, it's the girlfriend and ex-girlfriend hanging out with each other. Oh boy. Oh boy, I gotta be careful.
What did you say to her?
Anyway, so, yeah, anyway, I think if someone as stubborn as me is eventually able to figure it out, Triss will too. She just needs some help.
I'm beginning to wonder if it's something else, though, now that you mention this Darkrai business. If not Darkrai, there have been reported cases of psychological breakdowns and mental trauma due to interference and, well, for lack of a better term, possession by ghost Pokemon.
There's a moment where Layla kind of just freezes.
And then she's gonna suddenly whine, and then she's gonna like look away. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
No, you need to keep going is what you need to do.
Well, according to some of the old records, mediums would go and try to calm the restless spirits of Lavender Tower back in the old world, and many would often get overwhelmed and possessed by some of the local ghosts and ghost Pokemon. And other trainers would have to battle them to drive them out.
Are you saying that she could be possessed?
She has been on the Night Watch on more than one occasion. I was a little curious as to why, considering she's a fighting expert, and, well, fighting and ghosts aren't exactly as strong. But I trusted her abilities. And I knew she wouldn't be alone either. And she has been... She never suffered any real casualties or damages from the ghost Pokemon physically, but perhaps it is possible that something happened.
Layla's gonna kind of get a bit of a 1,000-yard stare. Okay.
Is everything alright?
We'll deal with it as it comes.
Have you talked about this with your team?
Some of them, but I've still been learning new information, so...
I see.
I think I need to go talk to them.
You do that. I should probably get back to Queen before she, gets a little too into the merchandise.
Yeah, you do that.
Take care, Layla.
I imagine that Layla kind of has Ivan in her arms and she just squishes. Which I don't think he minds because amorphous.
Yep. He just makes sort of like a squeezy, almost farty noise.
I can't even appreciate that. I would have loved to have appreciated that, but Layla's gonna go over by Toshi and just, like, very serious. Whatever she's doing, just arm on the shoulder, carry her away. Just...
Oh.
And so, as you can see, our fishing rod selection is quite... Hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to make a sale here!
It's very lovely. I'll come back.
So about these fishing rods. Alright.
It's Triss.
How can we tell?
Because both Harlan and Cypress just told me that Triss has been having nightmares, possibly. Or her behavior started changing when she said something along the lines of to make the nightmare end.
Oh, that's a way to say it.
Do you remember yesterday when we saw her in the memorial?
Was I with you?
Jakob was.
I don't think I was with you.
It's ever since she talked to me and asked me where you were, the tone she's had, the way she's carried herself, it's been uncomfortable.
Everything about Triss has been completely different. It's like she's a completely different person. And apparently she's been going to the memorial a lot. She falls asleep there, and according to Cypress, it's a catatonic sleep.
But
That
she
could be
wakes up.
Darkrai.
But she still wakes up in the day, or at least in the mornings.
Not completely catatonic. It might be... I mean, Darkrai is not the only thing that can possess people. We saw enough ghosts in Lavender that were threatening enough.
Cypress did say that she had been taking a lot of night shifts and fighting ghost Pokemon. There's definitely something wrong with Triss.
Well, if something has been directly affecting her brain, I should be able to see the psychic residue. I can sense certain types of energies and things that can manipulate the brain, like, psychically. That leaves a trace that I can see.
You'd need her in person, though.
That shouldn't be hard to find.
I think that, yeah.
Like I said, she's been going to her parents' grave, from what I understand, every night, falling asleep at their grave.
Also, who's to say that any of this is psychic?
Hard to say, but tonight we might be able to gather additional information.
Maybe.
I could try a cleanse tag. I could try just looking and seeing what I could see. We could try the lunar wing. It might be Darkrai. If it's not, Does Toshi have a direct understanding of how to use the lunar wing, or is that the sort of, in the moment, I will know what to do?
It was basically just like, you use this, and the spell will be broken, more or less. So, like, as
So if
far
there's
as you
no
know,
spell
just
to
like
break, it won't go away.
right.
Okay. I mean, we could try.
I want to try and talk to Triss at least one more time. She's not irrational, and every time I've tried to make a point, she knows she can't fight against it, but she runs away. And now I'm starting to wonder if she's doing it of her own volition or something is causing her to turn away.
I wonder if she even knows anymore, if it is the other. Perhaps it started one way, and maybe something like her grief made her a target for something like Darkrai or another ghost.
That's possible. At the very least, even if she's not a target of Darkrai, I'd at least like to rule it out.
Toshi nods. We can do that.
We should head back to the Cloyster. We have the information going. We should head back there ourselves, get everything. Get all that information set together, and then we can figure out how to deal with Triss.
There were lightning strikes around here. Should we ask some of the Vaporeon tribe if they've seen the Manectric tribe around?
Yeah, now's as good a time as any.
And at that, you will suddenly hear, "This is outrageous!" As,
Oh boy.
Let's see. There we are. There's the main nectar tribe. Cool.
My people.
Chief Striker! Maybe.
No. There's Chief Striker.
Ah, there's Chief Striker.
Cass is excited, barking.
You ask too much for a blade of this quality! Are you insinuating something about the quality of my blades, good sir? I am insinuating that the value does not match the quality. Well, if you don't like it, you can take your business elsewhere. Where? Or you can just keep walking with that dull sword of yours. I'll show you how dull my sword is!
We can do this, right?
Say what?
I don't see how we can't.
Oh yeah, no, this is impossible to ignore at this point.
May I ask what's going on over here?
Let's just get these guys sized up. This charlatan seeks to deprive my tribe of their hard-earned spoils for goods of inadequate value. I am simply charging what I believe my goods are worth. You believe wrong.
Wait. What are you charging? And for what?
This one charges 20 shards for a bone blade.
Excuse me, I have a really quick, experiment to go on. Can you do me a favor and, step over here with me for a moment, and I can ask one of my, comrades, so we can figure out if he's really charging you he's gonna whisper this part, to see if he's really gonna be charging you a fair price.
Who are you talking to? Ah, the chief, okay. He'll step over by you.
Excellent, thank you. Mom? When you know she's got it.
I have a professional haggler here.
One moment.
Who? And
Mom?
who is this now? I could ask the same question, son.
She
Mom, stop being horny for like 2 seconds and help.
Lol.
she's going to help us make sure that he's charging a fair price. Mom, could you perchance go to that vendor over there and inquire and try to purchase a what was it? A bone shard blade?
A bone blade.
Bone blade.
Ooh. That actually sounds pretty awesome.
Damn it, Mother.
It is of decent quality, suitable for our needs, but not worth the price they charge. Oh, I totally understand that. Come with me, I'll show you exactly how it's done, dear. What'd you say your name was? I am Chief Striker of the Manectric tribe. Well.
Manectric. We were going to talk to you.
I recognize you. You are from the Mart. You proved yourself worthy of the first spoils. Oh, he's definitely spoiled, all right. But
Mom!
enough about him. Come with me.
People.
Did you just hook your mom up with the leader of the Manectric tribe?
If I did, it wasn't on purpose.
So many
AJ.
electro daddies for AJ.
AJ, it could be. AJ, think of it this way: it's not Titus.
That's true. That's why he's concerned, but not conflicted. It's like, it's not Titus, and I know it's not going to be my dad. Do you have
He
a
might be
thing
your dad.
for? He might be my new stepdad.
In the spirit of the Vaporeon tribe, how much is she going to charge?
Stop that! That's my mother you're talking about.
She's a good negotiator.
She's a great negotiator. Why do you think I went to her?
In any case, you will see your mother and Stryker speaking unto the vendor. The vendor will look sort of like insulted and sort of like shout something. She'll like raise a hand and sort of like calm him down, raise a finger. He'll look somewhat considerate. He'll raise a hand as well. She'll shake her head and then she'll raise her hand again. And you will see Stryker start to grow aggressive, but she'll hold him back. And then she'll continue to chat, and then the shop owner will sort of like heave a sigh, and they will shake hands with Stryker as he takes the blade and makes a purchase.
He's gonna lean over to Cece. I get almost nothing from my mom except for her like skills with engineering.
Well, maybe you just need to learn it.
I mean, you seen what happened when I tried telling you about my injury today. Oh, and which we have to shut up about. They're coming back.
You were right, small one. Your mother is quite formidable with words, wielding them as a honed and sharpened weapon.
That's kind of her specialty. I'm
That's-
AJ. Ace Jones.
And that's also kind of hot. I'm Queen Jones.
Oh God.
Mom. He originally had his hand held out to shake his hand, and then as soon as he kind of like just like freezes for a minute and gives her a look of like, why do you have to ruin everything? Like that doesn't come out of his mouth, but that's his face to her.
Queen is also looking where the lightning leads.
Oh my God.
He has a type, apparently.
And it's electric type.
What? Why did I have to have the chief of the Manectric tribe? Why did I have to interfere? How did you meet? Oh, my son decided
This is
to
on
interfere.
you.
It is.
No. I am grateful for your assistance, Queen Jones. And you, Ace Jones. By the way, Is Layla perchance about?
Oh, yeah, you two don't get any closer. I'll be right back.
Lol.
Leave room for Arceus.
She's gonna step in a little closer. That boy doesn't tell me what to do.
Ace is gonna go to Layla and gonna be like, I may have accidentally hooked my mom up with somebody. It's the chief of the Manectric tribe, and he's asking for you. Please, for the love of God, save me. I don't need another parent at this moment. And he's gonna drag her.
I feel like Cass is going to just run up towards Striker.
You're going as a family? Come on, Layla.
Hang on a second. This needs a change of music.
Oh, God. Oh, my. AJ, what are you roping me into?
And then you'll see that she has in fact stepped closer after you left.
Mother.
They appear to be talking. So, I like your blade. What's it made out of? It is forged from a fine and highly folded iron. So, what, use it for like hunting or war or both? Interesting.
I wish you guys could see my face. It's had like 3 expressions, and they're very similar.
I had to show you some of my own tools sometime. They're pretty impressive stuff. I think you'll really like them. Oh, hey, Ace! Ah, Layla. It is good to see you again. How is your Manectric?
See for yourself. And Cass will show off.
A strong and powerful specimen. And I see that you wield the Mega Ring as well. Have you been using the trophy I bestowed upon you?
Yeah, it's been pretty helpful. Thanks for that.
You have earned it. You are a true warrior in your own right. I am glad that our paths have crossed once more. As am I.
I'm sure you are, Mrs. Jones.
Queen, I see you've made a new friend. Oh, yeah. This is Striker of the Manectric tribe. You are the companion of the one called Surge, correct? Yeah, I work rather closely with him. He seems an interesting man. I would like to see him in combat at some point. Maybe we should focus on one fight at a time. Your focus must be able to be scattered like lightning, striking at all your foes at once.
Actually, he kind of brings up a good point. I think it would be cool for Surge to, have a battle, let loose.
Encourage him. Or do.
I mean, that would be actually kind of cool. I haven't seen him in battle in a very long time, probably since I was little.
You know what we should have? We should have a tournament.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Make like a little festival out of it. Have like little prizes. That'd be great.
A Vermilion City Pokemon League?
Well, I mean, something like that.
That'd be so cool! I'd love to try it out! I can't wait to test my skills out! Well, you're gonna have to be waiting until you're better before you can even think of entering this tournament. Has something happened? Are you injured? It was a long journey.
Technically, yes.
We're better now. We just need a little bit of a rest.
Better is a strong word.
Still,
I'm feeling great after that Leafeon.
Still, if you really want to talk to Surge, I could maybe bring you and your guys to him. I happen to stay at his location, Old World and all.
Is that Queen?
Yes.
Jesus, mother. Can she be any thirstier? We are in with the Vaporeon tribe. There's water everywhere.
That kind of explains her thirst, if anything.
Very well. If we are to have this bout, I suppose I should meet my potential opponent. Alright, come with me. I'll take you right there. Ace, I'll see you at home. What? Queen, wait! Wait for me!
We just gave a horrible idea, didn't we?
I think I just met my new stepdad, and I'm not comfortable. Cece, I need comfort.
Goes over and hugs you.
Thank you. But for some reason, this isn't better.
Oh, wait, I could... Oh. He probably thought it would be real cool if I could have showed him what Psyche can do now. She's grown a lot more powerful, and the Manectric tribe really respect the lightning and the power of the lightning.
Well, maybe if this tournament happens, you'll have your chance.
That would be cool.
I'm not gonna lie, it does sound like fun.
But we're resting.
Right, so it's a friendly battle.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, you guys need to see what I did.
What did you do?
The cause of my injuries is with great labor.
Careful, Ace, you're starting to sound like me.
Well,
Yeah, well, you decide to jump in front of the knife. I, on the other hand, dig a
Also
hole
decided
and
to
make a
jump in
pond.
front of the knife.
I do not decide to jump in front of the knife. Try to
Look.
get away from the knife.
look, we can decide who's more clumsy or just downright bullheaded later, but for now, I think we should probably head back to the Cloyster. It's coming down pretty hard, and we're already supposed to be taking it easy. We don't need to be getting a cold or any such thing like that.
You're already drenched, too. I'm already drenched.
We should probably try and bring your mother back too before she gets more drenched.
Hey,
You had to
His
put it that
face.
way! Yeah.
His face, and then all of a sudden he just books it in that his mother left.
Well, at least it gets him moving.
noting, like, at the commentary that, hey, we should probably get home so we don't catch a cold, Toshi will be like, oh. And she'll pull out Aurora and just, like, place a hand and just walk with Aurora to be near.
Is that
Near
ghost
the
tamed?
I've been
Not yet.
talking with her a little bit.
Remember,
Not a
guys,
lot
get in
of
the
it.
cart!
Uh...
And so, our heroes have successfully reconnected with all three of the Eevee evolution tribes in Vermilion City, and managed to gain some samples from each of their Totem Pokemon, which will hopefully allow them to make even greater strides in studying Totem Pokemon, as well as even potentially making their own. We'll see what future studies and results their endeavors hold and deliver as the journey continues.
Perfect timing. My dog's actually getting yelled at.
Beautiful.
Hell yeah.
So,
It's storming. It's been a week, and she knows stuff has been going on, so
Oh, baby.
she's just extra anxious right now.
in any case, so, what did we all think of tonight's game?
Good lord.
I love
There's
my
no
mother so
way.
much.
There's no way that it's going to be that simple, but this is a nice first step for us to start getting some exposition.
Yeah.
How do you mean by that?
It's not going to be as simple to figure out how to make our own totem Pokemon by taking some 3D printer scans of a few Pokemon and going and making our own little versions.
No, yeah, that's fair, and I absolutely agree with you. This is definitely a good first step and a good lead to jump on and see if you can get the groundwork laid out at the very least.
Or see where we need to go next.
Right.
I also like the groundwork in for Cinnabar.
Yeah,
You're
that's...
saying Cinnabon, and it's not right.
Yeah, no,
Alright.
I had fun talking about that and elaborating on that aspect of the world too. That's gonna be really fun.
Oh heck yeah! I'm
That's-
glad that Titus is like bought into helping Toshi find this information.
I'm just glad to be able to play Titus again. I wanted to be like a bit of like a bit of a sleaze, but not like unlikably so.
Well,
He
on
has
the note of
standards.
being a little sleazy but not unlikable, I have to go take a nap, so I will talk to you guys soon. Have a
Good
wonderful
night.
evening.
Good night.
Just as well, and I suppose with that, I shall say thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to follow me for more streams in the future. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you like this video and leave a comment. I'd be eager to hear your thoughts, ideas, and speculations about the game so far. And of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you can follow the channel for more content. So until next week, good night everybody, and happy Pokemon.